Right, so, guys, as it stands, the Durger had just ran away. I've taken the initiative tracker off just because there's nothing active around you, but the Durger had just ran away, and you have just finished killing the last Durger that was here in the Ankeg and the Rust Monster.
And I said at the end of the last week, but I don't know whether it happened, was check for likely loot.
Okay, so the loot that you would find here would be all the weapons and armour and shields from the Durger. They all had warhammers. Half of them had a spear as well. The chief had quite a nice looking warhammer, quite a nice looking shield. And I'll randomly roll how much gems and gold they have, right? I'll roll it in here, it's fine. So between them they have 34 gold pieces worth of gold, silver, gems, whatever. You know, we're not fussy about how you get it. That's the value of it in coins.
It's alright, I've got the spreadsheet open, I'm writing it down.
Ah, good man, good man. Okay, so yeah, you find warhammers on all of them. You find one less warhammer and shield and armour because of the one that got destroyed by a rust monster.
Yep. So I think there were, what, 4 of them? So we've got 3.
But there were previously more. There were another 5 or 6 up here as well. Sorry, Shift Ping, you remember? You had a fight with... There's about 5 here, 5 corpses here. One of them is shit's been eaten by a rust monster. And there's about 4 here, and one of them whose shit has been eaten by a rust monster.
Okay. So that's effectively 8 full sets of everything,
Yep.
one of which is particularly nice in the chief's
Yep,
case.
all dwarf sized.
Yes. Are they in chain?
They're all in chainmail, yeah.
Yeah.
Chainmail, shield, warhammer, and half of them have got spears as well.
Okay.
And Bert actually stayed long enough for us to loot.
Yeah, I was about to get to that because he's not sticking. You know how he is here. He's not wanting to stick around. But he can see now that there are different ways to go because you've got unexplored here, 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 and this is a natural cavern, like earlier in the mines, but you know, not mined. This is the stone walls of a structure. Here you've got, it goes back to natural cavern. And Bert's he's going from looking from one side to the other like he's not sure exactly where he's going to charge off to next. So
I think we should head back to where the first 2 ran away from the rust monster.
which was here.
So back along the way we've came.
That was there.
Peter, you want to go back along the way we've came? Like back onwards.
That's what he seems to be saying. While he's deciding that I will just have a peek around this corner.
Alright, let me just reveal the map for that for you then.
Which is probably not going to be very helpful because it's just going to show another bend in the maze.
Well, if you peek around the corner, I'll show you that bit as well.
Okay.
There you go. So you can see. It reveals another corridor when you peek around that corner.
Okay. I shall pop back and tell Darrow there's a 60-foot corridor heading due south and another side corridor off into the maze, which might well connect with this corridor down here.
Bert is just going to be yelling about we need to shut this place down. Whatever's down here needs to die, and we bring the roof down. Where do we go? Darrow, and he looks at you for leadership. Darrow, where are we going?
Oh, for a silence 15-foot radius.
I think we should go south from where we are now.
I like how you're all thinking different things. Thinking Uxaway looking down here, you're talking about south. Bert's looking in this direction. Darrow's talking about back here where the Durga ran away.
Well, I'm just waiting for the boss to make a decision.
Are you going away for a look up there? Are you, Darrow?
That's where he's headed.
Okay. Anybody? What about you, Kiara? Where's Kiara want to go? Has she got anything?
I wanted to go. I think I wanted to go where the Durgard ran away behind the. Was it an Umber Hulk?
Oh, the
Was that-
Ankeg.
was that
Yeah.
an Umber Hulk?
So
No,
there was one that
Yeah,
tried to run
I
away there, I
wanna
remember,
go
but
behind there.
he didn't make it. He got killed. The one that tried to run that way.
I want to go that way.
Okay. So we've got like 4 different votes, I think. Are you going to move your tokens separately in different directions, or are you going to come to an agreement? That's up to you guys, not me.
I'll move my token once I can get into rope.
Usual story.
I'm happy for you guys to argue it out just now.
Okay,
The place where we know that they've run away is near the first rust monster.
Yeah. That was here, Peter. You see that?
Kiara, we're heading back east.
I don't want to. I'm not getting stuck in the middle now. Then let's send Charlemagne.
You want to send Charlemagne out first?
Well, he can't. If we meet any more rust monsters, he's the first. Like, he can have a shot at them first before we have to go near them.
Makes sense to me, but I'm the dungeon master. I'm not any of you guys.
Well, it's fine by me.
After you, Charlemagne.
Okay, can someone move him for me just now?
Big Charles in front.
You mean in front of
Makes
Darrow?
sense to me.
Cornaith flattens himself against the corridor as this bear starts thundering past.
That was the suggestion, was for him to go right in front of, even of Darrow, because in case it was another rust
Yeah.
monster. That's what you're suggesting, Kara, eh?
It was, yeah. What
Well,
I
well,
thought, because we're stuck in this thin line as well. Like, we are stuck behind each other. I think
Yeah.
most of us could get past or over the bear if we had to.
We've got Sneaky Nook is not in metal armor.
He's not arguing with the bear.
Yeah.
He's tossing a
But
coin.
it means-
He's looking at the bear. He's like, right, heads or tails, mate.
Sneaky Nook can actually
Squashing Eleonora against the side.
Sneaky Nook can actually describe what he sees through a little bit of, because if he's doing his little bit of spying ahead,
Yeah.
Sneaky Nook's all in favour of that, but Kiara's just gestured this bear right up to the front.
You can go in front of him if you wanted. It had made sense to me to do
Might be
it
a
that
good
way
idea.
because
It might be a good idea for
Yeah.
Sneaky Nook to scout ahead and then the bear to be second, in case, ready for fighting.
I suppose Slinky is probably quieter than Charlemagne, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Well, he tries to be. Bert's actually, he's looking to Darrow now, because there seems to be a lot more options in front of him, and he is looking for kind of leadership here. Because Bert is, although he was a soldier and he's a mayor, he's a sheriff, he was never a dungeon crawler like you guys are. So he's looking to you for guidance now.
However, Darrow seems to have disappeared round the corner.
So he's going to follow Darrow then. So he guess he's going to tag himself onto the back of you at some point. Kiara, where do you want to be in this line?
With Charlemagne. I'll go. Oh, hold on. I can't see it, so I'm using power of my imagination.
Okay, well, at the moment we've got Charlemagne, we've got Slinky Nook, and then Charlemagne, and then Darrow. And then Eleonora, and then Adamanka, and then Cornaith, and then Bert.
I think
Well, they can all get to fuck.
I think
I can.
I think Kiara needs to be behind Darrow so that she's near Charlemagne to give him commands.
That
Because we can't command Charlemagne.
And then also, because it sucks being stuck at the guys.
Yeah, Bert's going to want to try and get to move forward as well.
I know, that's the problem.
So Bert's going to go like, well, I mean, he respects your guys' authority and you guys' organisation as an adventure group, but he still wants in about it. He's not happy with back. He'll take like 3rd, 4th rank. He's not happy with back.
Bear'll take what we fucking give him, considering what he's got us into right now. So he can pipe down.
Dear, oh dear.
Are you saying that to him in character, aye?
Aye, yeah.
Eleanor! It's surprise.
Dee-dum. Well, I'm heading up to this this area here.
Eleanor is surprised where she is. I
Yes.
thought
Eleanor isn't normally right at the back.
I would be in the rear.
So do you want to swap them?
Yeah.
Cornef's a little bit dead weight now, guys. Like, I wouldn't feel bad if he got lost behind.
Yeah, but Adamankar's mission is to save elves.
If looks could kill, you'd be living in a box.
Yeah. Right, there you go, guys. I'll
Well,
put you in your marching
We'll
order.
roll for it.
I'll take up the rear, then I can guard the rear in case we get attacked from behind.
Everybody else is moving up. Schninkenuk will start scouting ahead.
Okay. Bear with me a moment while I roll dice in here. Remind me of your stats. For the relevant ones.
Yep.
I've already rolled the dice.
Right. The move silently is 80.
Yep.
The hide in shadows is 60.
Yep.
And listening for noise will be 55.
Okay. So you're moving at a slow movement rate in order to stop and listen and to move silently and...
Yeah, so I'll be moving half speed.
Okay.
And my runaway is 100%.
Your runaway is 100%.
Well, yes, isn't everybody's?
Okay, move your token appropriately and I'll roll dice appropriately as I need to.
Okay.
I have the thing tabbed here.
So... So... That's 20 feet to move to that corner. And then another 8 feet to move there.
You enjoying this?
Well, until I get the knife in the back from the Dwerger that's hiding. To there. So that is that's a round's movement.
Okay. So,
I'll
you
just
find
move
again
my-
corridors and then a room. You see a room.
Okay.
An empty room. There's no real way for me to give you a descriptive, beautiful descriptive. It's nothing more than you've seen here before. It's stone walls, square, cracks in the walls, cracks in the ceiling, cracks in the floor. It's old, it's abandoned, it's got cobwebs, it's got mould, damp.
Mould?
A little bits here and there.
I thought you were talking about colonies of it.
Oh no.
Don't frighten me like that.
Nothing moving.
Okay, well in that case I'll start the next move.
Right.
And hope the Dwerger haven't seen me.
I'll just continue to reveal the map as you move your token.
Does everything in Dungeons and Dragons turn into a monster?
It depends
Not
who gets their
everything.
hands
The
on it.
water's not safe. The mold is not safe. I'm getting the feeling now.
Yeah, well, you have a point, yeah.
Yeah.
Rusting, yeah.
Is Darrow moving the rest of the party up? Because they normally keep about 40 feet behind me.
Well, I'll move the bear a little bit if you want. Oh. Shit, the bear just disappeared.
Killed my bear now too.
Oh, so I've got more reveal map to do here. Okay. There you go.
And midway to there is...
Well, yeah, I
another-
want to know what light source we're using for people that don't have infravision. I.e. Bert.
I have torches in my bag.
Because you're deep, this is all closed off, everything's totally pitch black dark here. So, what light source are you using? I need to know.
I definitely have torch sticks. I do vaguely remember Adamankar having torches as well. I think.
Don't think so. Didn't Bert bring something of his own?
I mean, Bert, if no one else gives him something, he's going to have to light a torch, yeah. So Bert's now fighting without a shield. He's got a torch and his battle axe.
Do none of us have a continual light?
Didn't pay attention to that earlier.
Darrow is muttering, going, why's he disappeared that way? They ran away in a different direction.
That's true. They went that way. I'm glad you noticed.
Trying to flank them.
Darrow can mutter all he likes.
Sneaky Nook's on his own mission. Look, he's way up there, and you guys are way back there.
I'm making sure there's nothing behind us. Right, so this is a dead end, so then I'll go full speed back the other way.
Okay. So no dice rolls required here.
Yep.
Ooh, revealing map. In a second, I've got dice roll to make as well. Okay, when you stop at this corner here, in fact here, just let me ping. When you get to this one, so move your token to that one, and you stop in to listen at these corners, you hear something here. You hear a sickly slurping, almost chewing sound. Coming from somewhere ahead of you. Slinky Nook. A sickly, almost chewing sound.
A bit like Darrow having his breakfast.
And that's what you hear, Slinky Nook, when you get to that corner. Something ahead of you making a strange noise.
Sneak down until so I can gradually see round the corner.
Okay,
if
because
I start seeing...
because you made the success on the listen noise, I'll say that you can focus on the sound and you don't lose it, and you can hear it getting closer as you move down.
You mean I'm getting closer to it? If it's getting close to me faster than I'm getting closer to it, I'm going to turn round again.
You're getting closer to it.
Good, that's what I thought. Okay. What can I see around the corner?
2 seconds. You see exactly what you were looking for.
A carrion crawler.
No, you see a Durgar.
Yep.
Lying unconscious. And yeah, if you bear with me, you will see the carrion crawler that is eating it.
Oh, great. I quietly walk backwards. Carrion crawler.
Guys, what is a carrion crawler?
A carrion crawler you've met before. It feeds on carrion. It feeds on dead bodies. It's just a giant slug-like insect with big tentacles that paralyzes its prey. And then after paralysing its prey, it just digests them with this horrible big slavery mouth that's full of acid. Is that right, guys? Is that a good description?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember it now.
It's a big thing.
Yep. Now, I can't let you move your token straight away like that, Stinky Nook, because it will notice you.
Does it?
Yeah,
Drat.
it does notice you. You don't need to roll surprise. It doesn't need to roll surprise. But you will need to roll initiative, though. Because it turns and it looks up from its half-digested meal and it looks and it sees fresh meat, something to add, a little side dish. Looks like, you know, I could definitely go with a little snurf Erblin to go with its Durgar here. It's having the Underdark platter, so it's going to add you. So it looks up at you and it starts moving towards you. So I do need you to roll initiative. Yeah, let me just roll initiative for this bad boy. There you go. So, anybody would like to do anything in this round where this carrion crawler is going to come and start moving towards to attack Slinky Nook?
We don't yet know about it.
Sneaky Nook does. So Sneaky Nook, I need you to roll initiative.
I'll roll initiative for my sword, but then a round or two on, I might need to switch.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'll roll
Magic
for my axe on the same principle.
Okay. I've added a second turn for you, Sneaky Nook, if you need it. If you're using 2 swords.
Oh, I can't use any magic ones now, can I? Because I've used magic twice.
I think you've used magic missile twice, but don't you have... Yeah, it depends what you had
It's
memorised.
the same day.
Yeah, it depends
I
what you
had
had.
2 magic
you had
missile
2.
first. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't use that again.
Got some. So.
So you guys roll up your initiative then. Okay, that's everybody, yeah? Okay, so it would be Quinaith first then, so we'll just get past him, I guess. Unless you want him to move.
No, he's probably discussing the weather with Adamankar.
Okay, now it's Kiara. Is Kiara going to do anything, Tammy? If she is going to move up and
Can
attack, I would have to add some more rounds, more initiatives, because you've got 3 darts, remember?
Yeah. But realistically, like, what kind of do I know now?
Remember, you've got half movement. To still attack, you can get up to half movement. So you can move up to 60 feet and still attack. So...
Yeah, but Kiara, Tammy asked if Kiara actually knows anything.
Oh, what does she know? Yeah, okay. No, she doesn't, I guess. Sorry. I'm being a bit silly there, yeah. Sneaky Nook's going to know that it's there. Not even the bear's going to know what's going on, I guess. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, although you're in initiative order, I have to leave it until whatever's been done. So, now this thing is going to move and it's going to attack Sneaky Nook.
And on the same initiative, I'm retreating back to the corner. I can't get past the bear, but I'm getting it into range of the bear.
Yeah. Unfortunately, right, when I press on the initiative tracker, you go to sort an ascending, and anybody that's on the same initiative, like you and the Carrion crawler are both on 8, it randomises it. So it is before you, unfortunately, so you're very unlucky there.
Never mind.
I think I've got 8 to hit rolls to make, and then you've got however many saving throws to make. Is that right?
I suppose so.
Yeah, sounds right to me.
Yeah, pretty sure I've got to roll 8 of these, or roll them until one hits you. At least.
Probably best if you scream loudly, then we'll know something's wrong.
Now that'll be a hit. So make a saving throw for that one. Do we remember what the saving throw is? I'll have to quickly pull it up, I think. Monster Manual, Carrion Crawler. Save versus Paralysation, please. David?
Paralysation, poison, or death magic coming up.
Thank you.
The gnomes may have a decent bonus on that.
Yep. Now he succeeded that one, so I continue making attacks. So this is the 4th. Fifth is a miss. And it's a critical miss, so it doesn't get any more attacks with its tentacles this round. Now, that's lucky for you. It is now your turn, Sneaky Nook.
I already said I was retreating, so I'll retreat.
Okay.
Because I didn't know it was going to fumble. So I'm retreating back to here, setting my back against the wall and yelling, "Carrion crawler!"
Now, you are now all... you're now all aware of what's going on because he's yelled it. So, Darrow's your turn next.
Damo can move 60 foot, can't he?
Mm-hmm.
One can kindly measure it.
Yes,
because-
remember, You have to add 5 feet of movement on for everybody you pass.
Yes.
So how many is that you've passed? 3. So you can only get to just past Ninkanuk.
Okay, I'll move the figure.
Okay.
Oh, that's a relief.
So, Darrow, that was your movement. Just tidy the tokens up. And it's Andy Macar's turn. All the way at the back.
Yeah, I'm going to have to hold my action until the roadblock is cleared a bit.
Okay. Eleonora.
She's holding her action. I'm not sure how far back we'll have heard about this.
He's yelled. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you'll have passed it back
He
as well.
looks in front of her and sees more warriors.
Yep. So Charlemagne.
He's gonna. He's gonna hold his action and wait because he can't like. There's like he's holding. So
Well, he can get past. He can get past. It's allies.
I know,
remember.
but like in my head, logically, I know, but in my head, I'm like, does he? Because I've not moved yet, and I'm still like in that other corridor.
Yeah.
So
Would
Kiara
he
can't
wait
give him
for me to
instructions
pass?
yet.
Or like would? Yeah, like would he? I think he
Okay.
would wait for me to pass him.
Okay.
Although
Hold,
metagaming, I want him to wait for me to pass him.
okay. Hold his action then. That's fine. Bert is going to come charging forward when he hears about this thing. So somebody can measure out for me. In fact, no, I'll measure out. Somebody move it for me. Passing 4 people. So that's what? 90 feet. So he can get to the carrion crawler, but he's not going to get to make an attack. Thank you. Now,
Just as well I'm flattened against the wall here. Boom,
it's
boom, boom.
held actions. Who was first? Is anyone with held actions doing anything?
Technically, did I hold my action?
Yeah.
Because
Yes, you did. You did.
I couldn't do anything. Yeah. Okay. Then I'm going to come into the corridor and just in front of. Oh, actually, I'm just going to go into the corridor and behind Charlemagne.
Okay. Anyone else with held actions doing that at the end of the round there?
Eleonora will therefore move up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Cornathan and Makar will just follow along. It seems to make sense, and I'll carry on keeping an eye at the rear.
5-foot corridors are an absolute nightmare, guys. I'm really, really enjoying this whole thing.
I said we should have went the other fucking way, guys.
Okay, so that's held actions then. So we go to another round. Is anybody changing their initiative to do something different?
No. In the dark.
Not here.
All right.
Yeah, I think we're
I'm swapping.
okay.
I'm swapping swords for spear so that I can fight from the second rank if need be.
I like that. So yeah, roll.
So when Bert's paralysed, I can stab over him.
Having noticed that being done, Darrow will do the same. It's a better roll a new initiative.
So you're switching to spear. Okay. Roll initiative for spear, the 2 of you then.
Just coming up.
This
I pity Bert if Darrow is behind him with a spear.
And this is after you've handed out your nice spears, Darrow. So you're left with a normal spear now, right? Is that everybody? No, we've got Sneaky Nook. We've got. Nope, just waiting on Darrow re-rolling then. Sweet, that's us.
What Darrow's left with is the ordinary magic spear.
You've got 3 + 1 spears. Ah, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Jeez. How many +1 weapons did I hand out in this game? Right. Okay.
What
so.
what
I
the
did
DM gives, the DM takes away.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I've got unlimited resources. I can take it away. Alright, so Cornaith goes first in this round, unless he's holding his action again.
Yes, he's holding his action, just waiting for the Dwerger to come up behind.
Okay, Kiara.
Yes. I can't see it though, can I?
No.
No, I'm gonna hold then, please.
Okay. So the Carrion Crawler is going to attack Bert. Now, I need to start making these...
It fumbled last round.
It fumbled last round, but it's got 8 tentacles. It's not going to lose 10 attacks. It's already lost 3.
No, it's not in its tentacles altogether.
Oh, come on. I'm too generous with you guys already. Nah, it's attacking this round. Sorry. It fumbled the last of its attacks last round, but it's getting the rest of them this round. But Bert's got a badass armor class, so... Let me just check what it is. Oh yeah, it's very decent. -4. Remember the man's kitted out in like the fancy armor and shield and... He's not using his shield right now, is he?
Nope.
Still going to be hard to hit him though. Oh, right, without his shield. Go and check what he is shieldless, please.
Isn't the battle axe one-handed?
A battle axe is one-handed, yes, and he normally fights a battle axe and a shield, but now he's holding a torch because there's no other light source.
Oh, right.
So I need to check what his armor class is shieldless. Where is Bert?
Just looking.
Yes, yeah.
Shieldless -2.
Right,
AC
okay.
shieldless -2.
Still not a hit then. Okay, so how many more do I have to roll? How many did I do? 5. Here's the 6th tentacle. 7th. He's going to get away with it with that armor class of his. Yeah, he gets away with it. So, Sneaky Nook, who's on 8 twice. That's okay, so I need to take one of them out. Okay, Sneaky Nook, it's your turn.
I shall hold my action.
Okay, Darrow.
Darrow. Can I see enough of it round the corner?
Well, remember I gave you a -2 for half concealment, for half cover last time, and I let you do it on a spear because it was a 2-rank weapon, and I didn't let you do it on a battle axe. So if you were there, I would give you a -2 to attack it. Yeah.
Okay. We'll move the character and roll the thing in the mo.
Cool. See that? I was consistent. I remembered how I rolled it last week. Consistency, folks. So yeah, we'll give you an attack with -2 because it's a spear. It's a 2-rank weapon. For the record, it's my favourite weapon in this edition of this game. So many cool things you can do with it.
Yes, if that had been Sneaky Nook in the front row, he'd have been hit 3 times.
Ooh, 3 saving throws.
Yeah, well, I'm happy enough to make 1.
Oh, that's not going to do it, I'm afraid. Oh, wait. It's got 2 armor classes. Its underside is 7 and its outer side is 3. So no, that doesn't hit it because you're not gonna. You can't attack its underside unless you're directly in front of it. So you can't get the soft underbelly. It has 2 different armor classes. The Carrion Crawler, soft underbelly. Bert can attack that. You can't. Everything on the outside of it is a 7. So no, that's not hit Darrow, I'm afraid. Eleonora.
I think she's just holding her action.
Holding, yeah.
Okay, and the Makar.
Yep, holding action for now, keeping an eye out at the back.
So much holding of actions in these 5x5s, guys. It's an old-fashioned dungeon crawl. Right, Charlemagne the Bear. Good old Charles.
Can he see it yet? No.
I mean, yeah. Look at the line. You can kind of see it, yeah, because you can see down that corridor. You can see what's going on here. You can see that Bert is fighting with something, at least.
You'll certainly be able to smell it.
Yeah, they stink. That's another thing. It stinks.
Okay.
Smells of corpses. Smells like it eats and shits dead corpses, like old rotten mouldy ones.
Beautiful. So is Sneaky Nook likely to want to keep going the other way and him and the bear swap places?
No. Sneaky Nook is staying in the corner. He's quite happy to let other people come past to fight this Carrion Crawler.
Sneaky Nook and Carrion Crawlers have history, remember. He does not like them.
Yeah.
Him
The
in his
bear
leather
will
armour.
Yeah. The bear will switch places with Sninky Nook. Then I will not switch places, but squeeze past,
past
them
them?
and
Aye.
just come into the back of Darrow.
Okay.
I'm
That's fine.
confident we're going to kill this guy. Like, obviously,
Well, it's Bert's
looking
turn.
us in.
You've got hot breath on the back of your neck, Darrow.
Who would like to roll for Bert? Oh, Darrow and the bear are friends now, remember. Who wants to roll the attack for Bert then? Gets one this round.
Okay, I will then.
Go ahead, buddy. Good luck. Good old Carrion crawlers. Classic D&D monster, everybody. You could roll damage. Now, it becomes apparent that Carrion crawler's been already fighting with the Durgar, because that was enough to kill it outright, completely.
Oh, hooray for Bert.
Yep. Hooray for Bert.
Fun.
That's it.
Right.
Simple as that. Killed it. Done. Carrion crawler is dead. Just left a big smelly corpse behind. And here there are two. In fact, if you look, Bert can see there's a dead Durgar here, and there's also this Durgar here.
Right, I'll just check that this paralysed Durga is in fact dead.
Yes, he is in fact dead, and he's half dissolved and like he's half digested. That's why I just said this dead Durgar and this Durgar, because he's also dead, but I just wanted to make him different in the fact that he's half digested. He's like burning. There's a hole burning open in front of the whole front of him. Is like acids around the outside of it corroding his body, and it's disgusting. It stinks, and the skin's bubbling as the acid burns it, and it's an awful sight.
Well, short of drow, couldn't happen to a nicer person.
I'd say it's the worst smell you've ever smelt would be a Durgar being digested by Carrion crawler acid. Probably the worst thing you've ever smelled. Since the mushroom cigars got burned with the lamp oil, that was a pretty bad one, I guess.
That was a lovely smell.
For you, not for everybody else. Right, I'll reveal a wee area here for you. And right, okay, so you're going to be seeing down here as well as you move there. So I'll reveal this map. So,
Anything in sight?
put up your distance, that's more than 120 feet. You're going to see all of that. Oh yeah, you see all of
I
that.
can see down to there.
Yeah, you see down to there.
Okay, but it looks empty, yes?
It looks like it did before. It looks like it's the natural caverns on the outside of this structure, just like it was on the other side. Yeah, and you hear and see nothing. Nothing moving anyway. You see walls. You see stone, dirt,
And this,
floor.
this direct, to my
Yeah.
left?
Okay, so there you go. Happy birthday.
And is that wall down there? Ah. And there?
I guess you can see a little bit further down there.
Any second now we're going to run into a guy with horns, aren't we? Okay. Right, so I'll call everybody forward to this corner. Okay. So if we move Bert and Darrow forward to this corner.
Okay.
So
I'll move the smelly carrion crawler corpse out of the way just for the ease of moving around the map again, like we do. So you going around the corner, are you? You want me? You're enjoying this reveal map, aren't you? There you go.
I'm doing what scouts do best.
You did a good job.
This looks like it's a dead end. But
You
I
think
will
so?
I will check to make sure there's nothing concealed in here. So that's 1 round to there.
Yep. Okay, I'll be generous and just open that up for you then.
Is Kiara going to move along behind the bear?
I can grab that
If
for
one
you.
of you guys
Yep.
moves me, I
Yep.
can.
Got you.
Thank you.
Righto.
Oh. Okay, so you want me to reveal this now? This is fun. Okay.
Another bend.
This is a lot of fun. Go right. Okay, so if you get to there, you'll see all of that.
And I will come back to that, emerge out of that point and say we've got a loop.
So you come back to talk to the party at that point.
Yeah.
Okay.
And bring them forward to here.
I've moved Kiara and Charlemagne for you, Tammy.
And we'll get set up here, ready to go down that route.
Alright. Let me get my reveal map ready.
Okay. So I don't know if Darrow wants to move forward behind Bert. You're certainly not going to get in front of Bert.
I'll give you a birthday present. I'll do the first one for you already.
Okay. So
Don't forget to loot this Durgar here.
Yep. Well, there's 2 dead Durgar there, remember? One of them is in a different state than the other. One of them's half digested.
Well, we'll find whatever we
meaning
can.
that his armour's useless. His weapon will still be intact, but his armour will be useless. It'll be all digested with him.
okay. So again, I return and tell them that's a dead end.
Yep.
There's just invisible Dwerger there or something.
Don't hear anything.
That doesn't mean they're not there. Just means I haven't heard them. Right.
Still rolling the dice in private.
Okay, and then sneak down to here
Okay.
and look round the corner.
Okay. You see another corner?
And just make it to that corner this round.
Okay, alright, I'll be generous then. You enjoying this? I am.
Okay, so I pop down around the corner, and we'll just have to come back and check for secret doors or anything.
Yep.
And back up to here, and I will just nip down here.
Yep.
And check down at the end and
Yep.
see if that is actually the end or whether there's a crack in the wall.
It looks like there is, just from the map that I'm using, but no, there isn't. There's not like something you can get through the wall there. There's cracks in all the walls, but it's not a gap that you could get through, no.
Okay, fine. So come back and report to Darrow and say I think we need to go back to that next gap along that I started investigating.
Right, okay.
So we go all the way back to here.
So we've got loads of tokens to move again.
Yep.
Alright, so I need to go back to reveal map mode. I'll get ready to anyway.
Let's find another dead end, shall we?
Yay.
Right, so that's 1 round to there. Okay, and then wait till I hear the shuffling of feet up behind me.
Now, I think the fact that the Dwergar were having trouble down here probably implies that they don't live down here, that they retreated down here and didn't know what was waiting for them.
Could be. Right, so and then
So you go into there?
down. Yep.
Dead end.
That's a dead end, is it?
Yep. It looks like, in fact, there's a cave in. Looks like there's been a cave in, and where this corridor would have continued, you can't.
Right.
It's all
Does
crushed
it
in.
look natural or contrived?
It looks. I mean, you have, as your race, you have knowledge of that, right? Is there a specific?
Yes, we do a lot of mining, so it's unsafe, unsafe rock and.
Is there a
ground.
specific role to know if you like
One
to
second.
know the difference?
I will check my sheet and see.
Okay.
Unsafe stonework. 1 to 7 on a D10.
Okay, roll a d10. Okay, you can't tell if this has been contrived or natural. Because 1 to 7 on a d10 to have any kind of knowledge. And then I was going to work it out from there, but you rolled a 10, so no, nothing. You don't know. You can't tell if that was contrived or natural. But yeah, it was a dead end.
I will check what Darrow has as a role.
Yep, okay. You have that. You have, what is it? Detect. Oh, you have underground skills as a dwarf anyway.
Can we not take this as a sign from barracks? The fuck around?
To get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, guys, like this is a lot of walking for I feel like the same thing. Even whether or how to get out.
Listen, out of character, first time I played this game in this game world round, one of the characters was a priest of Barrackthram and one of them wasn't. Her parents were, but she decided to rebel and be a mage, etc. But then she got in this party with someone that was a priest of Barrackthram, and she became a follower of Barrackthram, not a priest of Barrackthram because she was a mage, but a follower, and that was her god, and that was her religion that she worshipped. And when she hit level 5, I gave her a granted power because I thought it was cool that she had just flavoured her mage to take on the religion of this priest that she was following around. So I gave her a wee granted power when she hit level 5.
So Darrow has sliding, shifting walls.
Yep.
As one option, or stonework, traps, pits, and deadfalls. Those are the two things that were closest. So
Okay, roll them both.
their chances out of 6. 4 out of 6 and 3 out of 6 respectively. So I'll roll I'll roll a d6 twice in that order.
Okay. Okay.
So you made each of them.
Yep, you made both those rolls. So what I would say is that would give you enough knowledge to be able to tell that this has been a natural cave-in, just due to the weakness of the structure. You've noticed around here that it's not, it's in a state of decay, and you've noticed broken bits of wall before. Like here, this was broken wall. All these bits are broken wall. You've noticed broken wall here and there. So yeah, it's been a natural cave-in. It's not been contrived. It's not been done with demolition or anything like that. It's been a natural cave-in, and there would have been a way to go through here, but it is blocked.
Yeah. Well, let's try the last route on the east.
So what's your last routes? You've got this. You've not been.
Well,
And
there's
here.
down here.
Yep.
Yes. So if we move everybody over to here, I will check to the south because I think this area here just loops back up again. But
Okay.
we'll move everybody there and just get ready to check.
Seems to me we're looking for someone who has been recently active, so he can't have come that way. Otherwise, we'd have seen traces of it.
Sorry, David. 2 seconds, buddy. I'm on it,
Yep.
mate. I'm on it. There you
No
go.
problem. Yep, as I thought. And this is the outside wall, yes.
Yep.
But it continues south, so I shall move to there.
Okay. Make a safe versus breath weapon for me.
Certainly. Second.
0 successes. Okay, you're caught in a web. So, what happened is, it's not a web that you just stumbled into. Something from out of somewhere has shot this web, like a web, just like the web spell that you know about, and it's landed here and it's caught you in it, and you are caught as if in the effects of a web spell.
Well, I yell web.
It sounds like initiative time to me.
Well, I've still got an initiative tracker up, so we could just change people that need to change. People that are doing different things, we can change it. That's what we could do.
Yeah. Well, I've got my swords out, so I will roll initiative for the swords.
All right, bear with me.
Arrow would have reverted to his axe, so I'll roll initiative for that.
Okay. So what you're going to do, you're going to move 1 foot.
I move 1 foot, but keep my swords ready for fighting whatever's going to attack me.
Okay. Bear in mind that as because you can only move 1 foot per round, that includes like your arms are stuck and everything. So that includes your swords are getting stuck. Everything's getting stuck.
In that case, I'm not moving. I'm just freeing my arms.
Right. You just want to free your arms. Okay, that's fine. So instead of 1 foot of movement, you want to free one arm.
I'm free. Okay, free one arm first.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'm saying if you only get 1 foot of movement per round, you're not going to get 2 arms in 1 round. You can have 1 arm. You can free 1 arm. In fact, because you're not moving and it doesn't have a strict rule for moving, I have to home rule it. Then, if you're just trying to free an arm, make a strength check. Roll strength or under on a d20 to free 1 arm, and you can choose what arm it is. You're ambidextrous. There you go. Don't say I'm not generous.
You're not generous.
Yeah.
I could move one. What? I've got strength greater than 13. I could normally move.
13 to 17.
Right.
You can move 1 foot per round.
Yeah.
Yep.
Without a strength check.
Yeah. There you
Okay,
go.
but anyway, I made it.
You've got an arm completely free of the web now. So an arm and a sword is completely free of web.
Yes. Guess which one?
The one with the rapier, right enough.
Of course.
Use that in your right hand, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So Cornaith is going to do anything. He's just heard Snakey Nook shout web. In fact, he's way back there, so he doesn't even really know Snakey Nook's location.
Yeah. He's just heard the voice.
He's not going to be able to do anything. Kiara, you saw where Snakey Nook went because you're near the front of the party. Because it was like you.
Yeah.
The 3 of you were like that. Darrow was in front, then it was Kiara, then it was the bear. So you can see where Snakey Nook went, and you heard. Yep, Bert there as well. And you heard what he shouted. Okay. So you can go ahead and act accordingly. If you're going to end up using darts, now he can see the big spider. You can't see the big spider. He can. If you end up throwing darts, I'll add the initiatives if and when it happens.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to run as far forward as I can without getting stuck in that web.
Okay, so to which side? Well, I guess it's to here because it occupies that square there. So you can either go one of 2 ways. You can go down this way, or you can go down this way. Which one?
I'll go back the way behind the bear and down that one.
That way.
Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, please, because then that lets him just come right in behind.
Alright. Snakey Nook, this would be a second attack, but because you are ambidextrous and you have proficiency in dual wielding, I'm going to be once again the generous DM, let you roll that same strength check with your other arm, see if you can free your other arm. Alright, don't say I'm no good to you. There you go, so you've not made any movement, you're still stuck in the web up to the waist, but your arms are free, okay? Eleonora. Eleonora, where is she?
I think she's going.
She'll follow Kiara to protect
Yeah,
She would have heard Snakey Nook and then seen Kiara run. So, yep, okay. Darrow. This is the big one. What's Darrow going to do?
What's Darrow's movement?
60 feet, so 30 with an attack.
30 foot would get you to the edge of the web.
Yep.
He gets to the edge of the web and says, "Bert, that torch could be useful."
Okay. So you're just going to move and shout at Bert to use the torch?
Yeah. Sneaky Nook has the chance to shout if he disagrees.
Okay. And the Macar.
That would be cool.
I thought move forward
Yeah.
between Cornaith and Eleonora,
Okay.
so I can see both of them and I can check for anyone coming from the side.
You take the protective
Just-
role
just
very
keep-
seriously. I like it.
So I'll strain my infravision to the utmost, just in case something sneaks up on us.
Okay. So that makes it Charlemagne's turn.
Right, yeah,
Ignore the
he's
bit of web that
gonna-
goes down that one, right? That's just the shape of the token, right? So the web is
Okay.
it covers. I'll draw a box. The web covers that area, right? So Charlemagne, what's he want to do?
Give me 1 second. Who's all behind me? So is Adamankar and Eleonora between me and the bear now?
Yeah.
And then there's Bert and Darrow up the other one.
Yep.
He's probably going to go in behind Bert, or past Bert, and go to behind where Darrow is.
Okay. Now it's Bert's turn. I'll let you guys decide what Bert does. I know Bert's stupid and impulsive here, but you guys are like shouting commands at each other. He is behind you, Darrow. So Darrow, I'll let you suggest to Bert what he could do.
You've already heard his suggestion.
Oh yeah, right. So he's going to run in and throw the torch in. Now he's going to have to squeeze past then. So you're letting him past?
I am.
Yeah, and the bear will let him past. So what you're saying, he's just going to set his torch to the web, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, bear with me a second. The strands of a web are flammable. A magical flaming sword can slash them away as easily as a hand brushes away cobwebs. Any fire, torch, flaming oil, flaming sword, etc. can set them alight and burn them away in a single round. All creatures within flaming webs suffer 2d4 points of damage from the flames, but those three of the strands are not harmed. Okay, so I need 2d4 damage for Stinky Nook, please. I'll roll that. I can roll that. I'm the Dungeon Master. I'll roll your damage.
Remember, it takes a round, so if the spider comes in, the spider will be entering the fire.
Yep. Okay, so it takes a round. It burns for once. For the next round, it's burning. Stinky Nook, I'll give you the damage now. 7 damage. But the web is no more. Well, in one round, the web is no more. So 1 round from Bert's turn, which is on the 15. There's no more web. So what we have until then, from this 15 to the next 15, what we have is burning web. Stinky Nook, you are free, but take 7 points of damage. Okay.
Running up here,
Yep.
because seeing the size of this thing, it's going to find it very difficult to get into a 5-foot corridor, I would guess. But at the very least, it will mean that if it does come up, people can attack it from behind.
All right. So you're moving.
I'm moving up to there.
Cornaith?
Cornaith is waiting to see something he can cast a spell at.
Kiara?
Well, try and throw a dart at it.
Well, you would have to cross the flames. Anything in that, until the 15 on the initiative, everything in that orange box is flames.
Yeah, but a dart would go through fire.
Not the wall, though.
You've got a wall in the way.
Oh, right. Okay.
Like, to get round and get a shot, you're walking through fire.
Okay. Fair one. I'm just gonna hold then. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Eleonora?
I
To be honest,
haven't heard any mention of Spider yet, so Eleanor is holding.
Darrow?
Holding.
And Makar?
I'll hold my action for now.
Always, every time you guys do this, I picture the scene in Braveheart. Hold. Hold. Charlemagne?
breathe down Darrow's neck.
Okay, now on 15 the flames go out.
Yep.
So if you bear with me just a moment. Where is it? There we go. Okay. Guys?
I have yelled that I'll lure it in here so you can attack it from behind. Because at the moment, I'm the only one that it's seen.
Mm-hmm. So you hold his action then?
I think Bert would probably hold his action until he sees something to attack.
Okay. Well, this bit is a bit more than 5 feet, so it can squeeze its big body in there.
Yes, agreed.
Yep. It couldn't get in there, you're right. You are smart. But it can get to there, and it can make an attack on Bert. So, I need to roll that. Here it is. That will hit him. So, let me just check the save on that.
Ooh, -4.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yep, and he's got -4 armor class, that just hit him. Just trying to find his poison. Oh, here it is. It's save versus poison anyway. Make a save versus poison.
Who's running for Bert?
Yep, someone roll a save versus poison for Bert. It's a save versus poison with a penalty of -2.
Does anyone have his character sheet open?
Anyway.
Okay.
So he's failed.
So roll 2d4. Six.
Does he scream in agony or does he collapse or what?
Give me a second. His eyes rolled back in his head and he drops unconscious and completely motionless. So he hits the ground completely motionless, his eyes roll back in his head. He's out. And he rolled damage as well actually, because it was a bite. I never actually rolled the damage. I got the hit and the successful poison. I've not rolled the damage on it. Give me a second. He's got to actually take some hit points as well. Six damage on Bert. Okay. So he takes 6 damage from the fangs of the spider, and it's poison. Whatever it's done, whatever it's injected into him with its bite has knocked him completely unconscious in an instant. Like, he dropped. His eyes rolled back in his head and he dropped in half a second flat. And that's the end of the round, ladies and gentlemen.
Kiara's got her darts that she held. If Kiara wants to chuck those at it.
Well, I'm kind of going to have to now because
You've got a shot on it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got a clear shot at it.
Yeah.
And well, you had held action, remember?
Yes.
So,
Yeah,
so before even the next round, you could throw 3 darts.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to take a shot at it because we're going to have to...
You're within 10 feet as
Get
well, so
there
there's no
and-
penalty on your attack.
See.
And you've
If
got...
someone doesn't mind.
Oh, does somebody want to roll them for Tammy then? So you've got 3, remember?
Hits armor class -1.
That's a hit. So give me damage for the first one.
Nice.
Nice one, Kiara.
Thank
1 point of
thank
damage
you.
from the first dart.
Okay, first dart. Sticks it in one of its many eyes. 1 damage.
Ooh, nice one.
Okay,
Second
so
dart, AC2.
Yep,
Also a hit.
yep. For how much damage?
For 2
For
damage.
2 damage. Nice, Kiara. You're on
Nice.
fire here.
And the last dart.
And you've got a third one. 3 in a row.
AC3.
3 out of 3. That hits.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Let me see some damage. Nice, Kiara. 3 out of 3. Stick 3 darts in the front of this giant spider. And that was just with your held action from that end of that round. Does anybody else get held actions from that round?
So Darrow had been going to attack with the axe.
Yeah.
Would if it's a casting time of 1,
Yes.
is he able to do that instead of the axe attack?
I would say so, yes. Because he held his actions, because it's a very fast action, yes. I would say yes, you can hold your action and then cast that spell. And because, also, don't forget, I'm too nice and soft. Too soft for you guys.
Otherwise, I would have rolled an attack this round and then done the spell next round. But it sounds like we're starting with the spell.
I'll let you cast the spell. So you're casting Slow Poison. When this spell is placed upon a poisoned individual, it greatly slows the effects of venom. If cast upon the victim before the poison takes full effect, while the spell does not neutralise the venom, it does prevent it from substantially harming the individual for the duration of its magic, in the hope that during the spell period, the poison can be fully cured. Okay, thank you. And it lasts for 5 hours. Okay, thank you. So, anyone else that had held actions then? That was Darrow. Do we have any more?
I'm wondering whether Ender Makar can squeeze past these 3 people.
Off, they're all
I think
allies.
he's just so that will be.
You mean to get in there?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. Well,
Yeah.
ooh.
I don't know whether he's got quite enough movement.
I decided from Eleanor's point of view, because Kiara's throwing darts, she can't get round.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
no. You're not getting past Kiara there now because
No, right. So
she's in a combat situation now.
I'll have to wait.
All right then. So we go into another round.
So I'll roll a new initiative now for Darrow, who's reverting to the axe.
Okay.
And Bert is presumably getting up this round.
No.
Oh dear.
No. Nothing happens to Bert. You don't see any noticeable difference when you cast that spell on him. I didn't tell you anything happened, so nothing happened.
Sneakynook is changing to bow.
You see no visible difference in him. He's not dead. His eyes are rolled into the back of his head. He's breathing very, very, very slowly, but he's completely unresponsive. Comatose, you might say. Sneakynook's rolling for the short bow. Ooh. Remember when you had a really good one of them and I broke it? You could do that to your rapier.
I'm more upset about the cigars.
Ah, you never know where you might find some more, man. You never know. Right, so is that everybody that's changed?
You're going to be breaking that bottle of mushroom wine, aren't you?
Depends if you piss me off.
Darts.
You're sticking with darts? Okay.
Yeah.
So, remember, you've used 3 here, but they're all sticking into the body of this spider. Okay, so, let me just reorder initiative then. Okay, so we're ready. This is round 3, isn't it? Is Courtney going to do anything?
Well, he's got 2 people in front of him, and he doesn't think he can get there and do anything.
Okay. Kiara, you're throwing darts again. I'll put you in proper initiative order now then. Because we need to add turn. Add turn. So if this is 6, they are on 8 and 10. Is that right? Is that your weapon speed for?
Aye.
It is, isn't it? Your weapon speed's 2 for darts, right?
That sounds right.
Fully on it.
Okay, so For anybody that's watching that plays second edition, because I know the one or two people are, my homebrew for multiple attacks in a round or using multiple weapons in a round is you roll initiative speed, and then you just add on the speed to the second attack. So if you're using a long sword and its weapon speed is 7, and you roll 17 initiative, your second attack would be on 24. That's our system for multiple attacks. It seems to work well for us guys, eh?
Mm-hmm.
So would be your first one. Who's rolling them? Who had all that luck rolling them for you last time?
David did, yeah. David
Okay.
did.
So let's get
Let's see
David rolling them.
see whether your darts are as good this time. First dart coming up.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Not so much.
that's obviously your hands were sweating a little bit or something.
Have you got another roll? And
I was in a rush to get them out.
So what do I need to roll? Is it a
D6.
D6?
Okay.
Oh, not a nasty one.
So just lose this turn and next turn. Darrow, Mr. Great Axe, stepping over Bert, I assume.
Yeah, going to have to.
It's fine. Darrow the hero. Go on then. Let's see it. So you're swinging the great axe. That's not a hit, I'm afraid. Not quite. Get a second dart.
Second dart coming up. Oh, no, she's fumbled.
Did I? I lost my
That's
count.
right, she's fumbled. Ooh, okay. So, and what I would say in the fumble, right, is you dropped the other two
I
darts.
lose that dart.
You don't lose them, but you've dropped them.
Oh,
So
both of them.
the 3.
Oh,
So,
right.
so the 3 are dropped. So your first 3 are in the spider. Your next 3 are dropped. Eleonora.
Right.
Eleanor is holding her action in case she needs to cast slow poison. If Darrow has a chance to mention it.
Okay. So there's no third attack either. And the Makar.
Is there room for me to get in now? Would you say?
Definitely not. No, because Kiara's still there fumbling, trying to.
Unless you go round the long way.
Unless you go round the long way.
I suspect I'll not get there in time. Let me have a look. Well, yeah, okay. I'll start moving around. How far can I get? I was thinking right the way around the back of it.
Oh, right, okay. So that was 68.
So I won't get an attack, but I can.
You can get there.
Right. So I probably won't go right up behind it. I'll probably kind of stop about here, and ready my weapon.
Where are you going?
So about here, I reckon.
Okay. Go ahead and
So
move
that
on
if it decides to turn and come on at me, everyone else can get it in the back.
it. Alright, nice, that's brave of you. I like it.
So I'll
down
come
about
around here.
You said.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Cool.
Just so I'm not right up next to it, but I can get it next time.
Okay, Charlemagne.
Can he? Hold on. I have to read. Can he do anything? He's back.
Right, to be a generous DM, I'll give him 1 attack at -2 to hit with 1 paw over the top of Darrow, because Darrow's short. So he's standing over Bert's body, he's swiping over the top of Darrow's head because Darrow's a dwarf. I give him -2. Only because he's smarter than the average bear. Only because he's
Okay.
smarter than the average bear. I
Yeah.
give him a -2, yeah. 1, but only 1. He doesn't
Right,
get his
give me
normal
1
3 attacks. I give him 1 attack.
Oh my god, I've got roll 20 working. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. Hold on.
-2.
I'll roll his attack. Oh wait, let me check. I've got his. Sorry, guys.
Congratulations on getting
Yes,
it
got it.
working, Tabby.
Yeah.
Just on a.
Paw. and put -2 on the.
Just goes in miscellaneous,
Yeah, in the
doesn't?
yeah.
But in miscellaneous. I think I'm.
That's a hit. Roll damage for 1 paw then.
Yes. What size? Just small.
It's a large creature.
Oh no, large.
It's bigger than that.
I had normal. I had like normal spider in my head.
That's a big spider.
That worked.
This is Shelob vibes. Like someone said
Did
in the
that
chat.
go?
No, not yet.
One.
I've got.
Oh,
That's
no,
the
it's
hit.
not,
I've
it's
not got
not.
the damage.
oh no.
That's it. So, I give him 1 attack over the top of Darrow with a penalty. He's managed to hit it. Let's say he hits it in one of its front legs and puts a big cut with its claws into one of the front legs of the spider. So, Stinky Nook, you moved, so you don't have a second attack. Bert.
Hang on.
Nothing. Oh no.
I haven't moved.
Oh, you haven't moved. You re-rolled a different initiative for your bow. That's right, Stinky Nook. It is your turn. Sorry, mate.
So, in that case, bow it is.
You're shooting with your short bow, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Unfortunately, that's
bounces
not
off?
quite good enough. That'll bounce off it.
Yep.
Bert doesn't do anything. The spider is going to attack Darrow now. That doesn't hit you, does it? No. It bites his teeth into your armour and retracts them again as it doesn't get through the metal. So, Stinky Nook has a second shot with that short bow. That's another one that's going to miss. So, that's the end of the round. Was there any held actions? And I'm already on adding a second one for you this round, Darrow. There we go. So I've added Darrow's second attack, so if you're using a battle axe again. Kara, you'll go back to getting 3 attacks this round. Oh no, you fumbled. You lose your attacks this round as well. If you're using darts anyway.
And this round.
Yeah, it's both rounds.
I'm losing like 5 turns then.
Yeah, well, you're losing 2, but potentially you're losing 5 attacks, yeah, because you lose all remaining attacks for that round. And
in that case, can Eleanor have moved there?
she can do,
so
yeah.
she's ready to cast a slow poison if necessary.
Mm-hmm.
She can't go in on melee.
Are you moving her there on the held action at the end of that round?
Yeah.
Then? Yeah, cool. Okay, that's fine. Cara, when I do Tammy, when I do a fumble, right? Fumble with a weapon, you lose all attacks that round, and you lose all attacks with that weapon the next round. If you wanted to do something else the next round, it's fine. You're just not able to attack with that weapon for the remainder of that round and the next round. If you want to do something else this round, other than use darts, you can. If you want to use darts, it's another round to recover yourself.
Okay. Wait. I might change it.
I wouldn't using your dagger on it. It's a little bit big for a dagger.
I know. Yeah. I have got a. I can't say the.
Scimitar,
You
your sword.
scimitar, but
Yeah.
you have to bear in mind that Darrow is in the tin can and you're not.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll probably hold.
Yeah. Just try and recover the darts.
Not hold. Fuck me. Sorry. Yeah, I'll just. Yeah. Actually, I was going to say that. Do I have to wait till the end, or can I be like try to pick them up now?
If you stay on initiative for darts, we'll say that you just pick them up on 6, 8, and 10. Do you know what I mean? That's drop tons.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, we start the round then with Cornaith.
Not a lot he can do at the moment.
And we'll take a break after this round. Right, so Kiara picks up her first dart. Darrow. A monstrous 30-foot big spider in front of you, big glowing red eyes, looming down on you. You swing that big old two-handed battle axe. Oh, that's going to absolutely hit it.
That's the problem with the push to talk, is that if I'm doing the text on one computer, you don't get him going, etc.
We'll get used to it. You'll get used to it. So, give me damage, because that's definitely a hit. Armor class -6. Definitely a hit.
Almost a critical as well.
Very almost. So, they roll a 19. Yeah, roll a 19.
Oh, good damage.
Nice. So, your axe cracks right into the underbelly, the underside of the abdomen. As the spider's looming up to come down and attack you, you get this axe right down the middle of its abdomen, almost disemboweling it in one go. You can see where sinewy bits of flesh are still holding it together just, and bits of it are almost bulging out, like the wound was almost fatal. It was almost enough to just rip it open and disembowel it. So Kiara picks up another dart. Eleonora's turn.
We're in a house spider.
Eleonora?
Eleonora has her action held in case she needs to slow poison.
Okay, Kiara picks up her last dart. And the Makar.
Right. Now, hopefully I will surprise it, because I'm an elf without any armour. So with any luck, it won't have noticed that I've come up behind it, because we're very stealthy.
You've still got
ourselves.
You've still got a -2 on attack if you want to attack it.
Yeah,
sorry, a +2. Sorry, a +2.
I will certainly attack it. And
yeah, +2
here
from
we
behind.
go. So roll to hit. So
+2.
bonus to hit. Oh yes,
Nice, that will do
that's good. It's larger than man size.
Absolutely.
Oh, let's give it a good whack. Oh yes.
Wow, okay. So, after Darrow splitting it open down the front, you've done the exact same down the back. Basically. Almost exactly the same down the back, so it's somehow it's just hanging together by this one strip down the middle. It's almost impossibly still alive. Darrow, you have a second attack.
That was disappointing. Go on, finish it off, Darrow.
No, that doesn't do it. So, Charlemagne. Again, I'll give him one attack over the top of Darrow. 1. -2.
Nice. Okay.
That's going to do it. Give me the damage.
Yes.
Yes. Wow.
Oh, big damage.
Killed it.
Yay.
Surely.
Yep. So that basically
Yes.
that little bit of sinew that was hanging it together, one thump on the back of the head from the paw, the bear has been enough force to just split it open, and the spider just cracks in half right down the middle and just splits in half right down the line. Because Darrow split it one way from the front, Adamankar split it the other way from the back. It was just hanging together by a little bit. That thump on the head from the bear, and that's it, just split in half. Drops to the ground in a big stinking mess. This is between the group.
If Darrow wants to go out, then fair enough, we'll go out.
Cornaith and Eleanor will both stay impartial. This is between the PCs.
Whoever wants to go out.
I think you've got.
You can tell that all the Drago are dead.
Basically, Darrow, I think you've got you and Kiara want one thing, and the other two guys want another thing. So you've got 2 versus 2. So it's a case of, are you going to pull rank? I think.
Well, Stinky Nook has said what he thinks we should do, but he's also said that he'll do what Darrow tells him.
Darrow's the boss. This is the situation we find ourselves in. Darrow has took a leadership role on. So are you going to pull rank? Because you've got 2 versus 2.
Darrow says, well, we've got to get him out of here. We've got a trapdoor to get through. What happens if another one of us gets out of action? He's already the tallest member of the party who's out of action.
Yep.
The one who could have dealt with getting someone up most easily.
Yep, he is the only human in the party. Everyone else is smaller than human. They are half elf or dwarf or gnome. So he is the only human-sized member of the party.
Okay, well, if you strong guys want to strap him on the back of Charlemagne, I'll have a look around and see if I can find
Okay, if I...
any treasure.
If I'm a...
The bear?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got like a custom-made harness.
Okay, so yeah, he's on his back then.
And Makar, do you want to help me just make sure there's no baby spiders or anything? And
Yeah. I'll come round and give you a hand with that.
Okay, well, you do see a big web here. Big web. That's on the... You can see that. That's on the map player, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do a little bit of map revealing as you're coming around here as well.
So we don't... but we don't think that was the baby and there's still a mother around.
You don't
Well,
see any,
we can't see a mother.
You don't see any bigger spiders. You don't see any eggs.
Given that everything else seems to have been dead-ended, can I see any tracks coming through that entrance using my tracking capabilities?
Roll it then.
1 second while I get the sheet.
Just gonna go get a drink of juice.
Okay. One success. So you will find... Okay, you would find what you would now easily recognise as Carrion crawler slime. So the tracks, Carrion crawler tracks, basically is what I'm saying you would find. You find tracks, yes. Carrion crawler, distinguishable as that.
Just Carrion crawler, no other tracks?
No, not here, no.
Interesting.
Well, that could mean that they went down that passageway. If the people we're chasing could have gone down the passageway, the cavern.
The cavern at the top.
Yes. Alternatively, it might be.
Well, we'd have to. I may not have mentioned is that it's sloping down. That's going down. That's a descending tunnel cavern.
Yeah, they may have just rushed along that corridor and down that slope.
So, if let me reveal
down
it.
here.
Let me reveal it. Okay, right. Okay, so I'll give you that as well because you went round there. You'll see all this.
So, is that a dead end?
Yes.
The other possibility is there might be a secret door in one of those corridors that we've missed.
Yeah. I think perhaps we ought to explore the natural cavern that's going north there. I mean, it wouldn't take us long just to run down there and run back again.
Yeah, but we also agreed that we were gonna just check and then get out.
Quite.
So, I'll bring to your attention then that the cavern at the top, what you see is a long... why is the shift ping not working? Oh, here we go. Here. What you see is a long descending cavern going down into the dark.
Heading for the Underdark.
Pointing out, but Darrow didn't. It's reluctant. There's a passage here?
Yes, well, we're not investigating that. I was just checking to make sure what was there, and then that there weren't any baby spiders around. And then Andamakar and we were just going to check and see whether there was any remains of prey or possible loot.
It's a random table, it's a random roll. I'm going to make it random roll for you. So, let me just look at the line in the monster manual. So, treasure is C, so I just need to find that table in the Dungeon Master Guide. Bear with me a moment. Dungeon Master Guide. Treasure tables. C. So, okay, so I need percentage dice rolls. Who would like to do them?
Okay.
So roll the first D100. Roll another D100. Roll another D100. Oh, okay. Now roll 1d6. 600 platinum pieces. Motherfucker.
Nice.
Right, so we're continuing. There's more to do on this line. So, another percentage, please. Nope. Another one. Nope. Another one. Nope. Okay, so you found 600 platinum pieces. Nice. That was random from the table, from the DMG.
I would have preferred a ring of protection, but still.
I would have preferred 600 rings of protection.
Yeah, but 600 platinum pieces. Let's say you find a small chest with 600 platinum pieces in it.
Okay. Right, so are we venturing out then, boss?
I think we should.
Got him all strapped in?
So do you mean leave the way you came then? As in
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will just move you to the next map then. There you are. So
I think, did we have a rope rigged up? I thought we had a rope that we'd rigged up at the top to
you had a rope
help
rigged
get
up.
down.
Everything is undisturbed. Everything is as it was. Bert, I just need to put on his thing.
So we've got to get a bear and a comatose man up through this trapdoor.
Between you would manage it, because remember it was only 6 foot up, and you've got a rope there. So I guess the bear can climb up. The bear can grab the thing and pull himself up easily. So it's then up to you guys to hoist up a comatose man. The bear can get up, no problem.
Okay. So we get up to the next level then?
Yep. Now this was the layer, the level of Dirtfinger's lair. The layer below the mine. This is where you found Dirtfinger's lair. This is where you fought the water elemental, the fire beetles. There was some more Durgar here, wasn't it?
Yep.
So you managed to come through here undisturbed. There's nothing else. Nothing has changed in here apart from any bits of corpse that were littered around would be more decayed and more eaten.
We're not on that map yet, I'm afraid.
I haven't moved you onto that map. So there you go. I'm moving you onto that map, but only for a second. I'm gonna, because we're just gonna go straight back to the next one, because you can skip through that one. There's nothing changed.
Before we leave there, I shall just pile some more rocks back on top of the trapdoor.
Okay, so let me do something about that. I could do something. There you go. How's that look? Happy with that? Are you on the right map? Yeah.
Yeah, we can see that.
Okay. So I'll put some rocks on
See
there.
that?
Yeah?
Yep. It's rocking.
So you take down your rope pulley system that you made, and you are covering up the trapdoor with a big pile of rocks again, yeah?
Yep.
Now you've got as bigger rocks as you want to find here, because you've got the natural caverns here, and you've got all the stonework and brickwork in here. So however much rocks you want to put on that, and however much time you can take to do it, you can do so.
Okay. And then back up into the mine, and then out to the surface.
So the next one was the mine. Quick look at it, just for stream, I guess. This is where you fought Dirtfingers. So you come back up here.
We can. One thing we can do is pick up a trolley, which will make moving Bert around easier, probably.
There was mine carts in the previous one. There's mine carts in this one. Yep. And you've got the tracks running through this one. So there's a mine cart here. Have I moved you on the map? Yeah, I have.
Yes.
So there's a mine cart here.
Yeah. So we can roll him along.
So you want to pop him into the mine cart?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just do that then. Where is he? Where's Bert? I've not even got Bert on this map. Hang on a second, folks. Bert. Into the minecart. Alright. So you'll push him round. Yes, you move the other minecarts out of the way. You get them round to there. And then, without any further ado, we put you onto the next map.
If there's any guards on the city gates as we approach, we'll tell them we need to get him to a healer quick. So if they know of anyone else, they'll mention it. Otherwise,
okay. The two guards that you see on the city gate, noticeably they are very young lads. Green would be the word you would use. Very green looking. Their armour doesn't fit. They're skinny, look like they're 15, 16-year-old boys. But that's the guards that are on the gate when you come in.
they're still locals.
They are locals, yes.
So we know who he is.
Better than the temple to take him.
They'll know exactly who the sheriff is when they see him. They work for
Yeah.
him. So when you get to the gate, they'll see the sheriff on the back of the bear, and they'll say, "Oh,
Are we able to roll the cart along, or
the mining cart." No, because it's got wheels that are not wheels. You know what I mean? They've got like a certain groove that fits
on the
onto a track.
tracks.
Yeah, they're track wheels. It's not wheels. So it's like
Right.
like a metal thing that's like an L shape that isn't going to roll on the ground outside. No, it'll roll on tracks. So you would have to put it back on the bear to get him here.
okay? Because we had seen some that were just off the track, so I had wondered if they could roll along on their own.
No,
but
they were
If
off the
not-
track, but they were track ones as well. Yeah.
But I don't think they'd go down the steps and across the soft ground, Darrow.
Yeah. So
Okay, well, we'll say, is that temple, the Pantheon, the best place to
Yeah.
take him for your healing?
yes.
Right,
So you're heading there.
yeah.
Okay. I don't have an individual map for that, but that is the main temple of the town. It's a multi-pantheon temple with clerics of all faiths. There are high-level clerics there. What kind of magic is it you're looking to have cast on him?
Neutralize
Neutralise poison. What level is it?
4th.
Okay, that's fine. They're going to bring the high priest out, the highest priest in the temple, but it's the sheriff, so of course he's going to do it. So he's going to ask for privacy while he performs this rite on the sheriff. He's going to ask if you don't mind stepping back outside just for the duration of casting this spell. So, does anybody have the rules up with that spell? How long it takes to cast?
Instant, I think.
I can.
Casting time 7.
So it's a quick spell, right? So a couple of minutes later, then he's going to come back out, and he'll say, okay, the sheriff's condition hasn't changed, but the divine magic I've cast on him should stop him from dying from the poison that's in him. He should recover from his comatose state, to the best of my knowledge. We will look after him here. I trust you informed the guards on the gate on the way in that he is here, and they know. So everything is being organised within the King's Guard.
Well, there were a couple of lads there who seemed rather green, when I asked if this was the place to come, they said,
Well, he's gonna lean in close to you when he talks to you now, Darren. He's gonna say, you can see the King's Guard. They're very thin on the ground nowadays, aren't they? That's why it's green lads on the gate. That's why it's boys. There's troubles here, Darrow. You can see that. And he's saying this to you in confidence. He's saying this to you, with an air of, he trusts you with this information.
Master, would it be possible to do a neutralise paralysis on him, or remove paralysis or something? Just in case that's the problem. Because some of these spiders just paralyse people rather than kill them.
Well, I know which poison it is. If you bear with me a minute, I'll get it back up again. It's coma for 2d4 rounds. For 2d4 turns. So, in fact, it was 6 turns. So how long did it take you to get here? An hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was around 7 turns.
Yeah, right. Okay, so just around the same time that he finishes casting the spell, then it'll start to wear off. Because it's turns, it was 6 turns or 7 turns. So just around the same time that he's casting the spell, that the sheriff will actually become conscious again, because it was 6 turns he was comatose for. It was a comatose poison. So he was never going to die. He was just in a coma for 2d4 turns. So because you're an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes, you're around the same time that he will become conscious again.
Well, we didn't know that because, as I say, the last time we met a spider, the guy dropped dead a while later.
That's right. So when you come back into the room, you're invited back in by the High Priest. Sheriff Bert, he just bolts up from the slab, from the altar he's laying on. He just bolts upright. What the happened? And he looks around and he sees Darrow and Kiara and Sninkinuk and Andy McCarr, Cornaith, Eleonora, you're all with him, but he sees where he is in the temple. And what happened? Did you kill the spider? That big giant spider, you killed it. I've never seen anything in my life. I've never seen anything like it in my life. We have to go back. We have to bring the place down. It's an evil place. Everything in there is evil. Now, what time of day are we on now? Because this is relevant for things that are going in the background. Are we in the evening yet?
I don't think it's quite that late.
Nah. It's like afternoon time. We left in the morning, straight after breakfast.
Yep. That's right. Okay, so yeah, it should be still in the late afternoon. Right, I just need to know for things that are going on in the background. That's fine. So, yeah, that's where you are. He wakes up. He says, we need to get back in there as soon as possible.
Well, if it took us an hour and a half to get there, I don't think we were down below ground for more than a couple of hours.
Nope.
Hour and a half to get back. That's 5 hours. If we left just after breakfast, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, so you're only in the afternoon, yeah.
It's lunchtime.
What time of year is it?
Sorry? Time of year is it? Autumn. Mid-autumn now.
Yeah, I think I would maybe mildly suggest to him that we didn't head back tonight. Why doesn't he rest, and then we can gather up maybe a couple of people, or at least let some other people know what's going on, and then go back, but go back like prepared.
How long has Elise given us?
Elise has made a deal with the mayor. You don't know the details of it, but Elise has told you that she made a very lucrative deal with the mayor for you to be able to stay here and help the sheriff for as long as he needs.
Yeah, we've got to get Eleonora to the court, though, so we don't want to waste any time. I think we should head straight back.
It's a day, though.
And the longer we're away from down below, the more chance there is that whoever that evil person is will get all their stuff out. So I think we need to go back today. I'm not fussed whether it's night or not.
Yeah, let's head back. I'm up for it.
We're out of most of our magic.
Yeah, we've got no spells left.
I have. I've got 2 spells.
Cornaith's still got his.
What have you got ready?
I need to look at Darrow's and Eleanor's character sheets.
How long you stay in town is very relevant to the things that are going on in the background. So,
I'm up for heading straight back as soon as he's recovered.
Okay, let's head straight back.
I mean, once he kind of gets out of the days of waking up and not quite understanding where he was initially, the fire's back in his eyes and the madman is back and he's ready to get up that road and shut down whatever is in there. That's his plan.
Yeah, destroy the evil.
But he's not just running off there without you. He's relying on you guys. He needs you. His backup didn't come, remember.
I wonder if we can get quarter doses of that venom. Well, let's buy some pasties from a street vendor on the way, and we can eat on the way back.
You buy some hot food.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody?
Yeah, okay.
Well, I don't know, because Kiara wasn't. I don't think Kiara was in agreement. You were wanting to stay a night, weren't you?
It just made sense to me. He's just been KO'd by a spider. He had no battle plan when we went in there at all, and then shit himself. Like, I'm tired of us, and I'm starting to get tired of us like carrying dead weight and fucking stuff up. So
Are you saying this
I'm
to him in
gonna
character?
strongly. Yeah. Like, I'm pissed off, guys. I've spent all that time underground with no fresh air, with all these fucking monsters,
Yeah.
and carrying people who are just charging in ahead of us when it's us that they need. Like,
Yeah, we must
I'm going
remember
to
you.
strongly suggest that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to say. I'm like, I think he needs to stay a night, have some kind of battle plan, or at least an idea of what he wants to do and what he wants to find when we're in there. Because I'm so tired just walking about these mouldy fucking mines all the time.
Yeah, we must bear in mind your character is very different from the dwarf and from the deep gnome.
Yeah.
You long for the fresh air and the trees and the...
Yeah.
The water and yeah.
One of the things, whilst we're in the temple, do they have a light coin or something that a continual light coin that they can give?
Yeah, absolutely. Because continual light is a first level spell.
Third level.
Third level. Ah, right. Well, the same... Yeah, because the high priest that casts the fourth level spell will be able to cast it. So yeah, if you want a continual light spell cast on a stone or a coin or something, now would be the time. Yeah, that would be possible.
Does he want it cast on his shield or sword?
Ooh.
On his shield or axe? It's for the human we've got.
Now, metagaming, just as a dungeon master, it's also a player here, remember, Peter. If you've got a stone or a coin, you wrap your hand around it and it conceals it. You can't conceal the light when it's on a shield. You can sheathe the sword, but it means you can't fight in the dark. As soon as you pull your sword out, you're a beacon. You can, if you do it on a stone or a coin, like somebody was talking about, that's the best way to control it.
Okay, well,
it's like a light you can switch off that way.
Put it on a pendant on a necklace, and then he can lift it up and drop it inside his breastplate, and that douses the light. Then he just lifts it out, and then he's got it again.
There we go then. So who's the human god that's the god that was the sun in the Forgotten Realms pantheon? Is it Saloon or is that Elven? Whichever one, because there's one that is the sun and one is the moon. So whichever the god of the sun is and the holy symbol is the symbol of a sun, then the priest is going to go. He'll find that holy symbol, right, out of a collection of all sorts of holy symbols, because this is a multi-pantheon place where they worship all faiths. But he's going to go get this holy symbol, whatever the god of the sun is in this pantheon. He's going to get this holy symbol and he'll cast it on that, and then he's going to put that around the sheriff's neck and say, right, this is how you can fight in the dark and still use your shield. Just cover it up, put it in your pocket when you don't want it to be.
Okay.
So he's now got that then, there you go. So you can add that to Bert's sheet if you want, continual light holy symbol. He's not a religious man, but it is a holy symbol, because it was a cleric that gave it to him. And because it was a continual light spell, he chose the sun god. Okay, that's that business done then. You can have that made. What's next?
Yeah, we can get back then.
Yeah. Now we've sorted out the big chap.
Okay.
The big people.
Kiara, are you going to reluctantly go along, or...?
Yeah. I have to. I've got no choice.
No, you don't have to. You've got free choice of whatever you do. You can say, right, nah, I really don't want to do it, and you can. Do you know what I mean? It's up to you.
Well, what's Bert saying there? Is he just like fucking let's go yeehaw, or is he like does he know what he wants to do when we're down there? Like unless he's got like a solid plan of like, right guys, I want us to go down here, find a lair and burn the place to the ground. Like I'm not game.
He wants to kill everything in it, and then we're going to come out and we're going to shut it down. He's going to use explosives or whatever to cave in the entrance to the mine.
Why don't we just take the explosives now?
Because he needs to know that there's no other ways in and out. He needs to know that it's clear and that he's shutting it down the only entrance to
so
it.
if we take everything with us that we need to destroy it now, when we're down there searching for everything or clearing it out or killing shit, we can be putting all this stuff down, so we only have to do it the one time.
Yeah, but we're talking medieval times, so explosive charges are very specialist stuff that are going to have to be brought in from like the capital city or something like that. Do you know that kind of setup, like a demolition setup like that? It's not as simple as they have this kind of stuff lying around in any old city. This is like a major job. An explosive charge is not. How do we describe what an explosive charge is in medieval times? It's like a barrel, and
I think yeah. Like I get it, but
it's not like
I still stand by that. I feel like he needs to know what he wants to do first before we go, and if that's what he wants to do, then we should wait till he's at least got that coming.
Well, the thing is, to get all that equipment is going to take weeks, because you're talking like massive amounts of explosives, whereas in modern times it's a little patch of C4. Back then you're talking big barrels and barrels and barrels of like Greek fire or whatever the equivalent is. Do you know what I mean?
So is Bert expecting us to stay here for 4 weeks?
No, Bert wants to go down and kill everything that's in there. He just wants to make everything dead.
If we kill everything that's in there that could cause problems, Kiara, then there's no risk of stuff coming out in the next few weeks. Yeah. Stuff will gradually come up from the Underdark. It always does. But
he wants to protect his town.
But if we kill off the what's the threat at the moment, then in the next couple of weeks they can get the in and demolish it. And
maybe if he had been a better sheriff and paid more attention to his town in the first place, we wouldn't be having to go in and tidy up a big mess for him.
Ooh. Maybe you need to have a word with the mayor.
But he's the sheriff, so what do I know? I'm still gonna get to fuck shit up, so let's go. Go kill some stuff.
Yeah, is that you convinced, right? Okay.
Yeah.
No, she's not convinced.
I'm not convinced, but I'm still gonna go. Like, yeah, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off, but I might get to go kill some stuff, so.
I'll skip you straight back to this map then, okay?
Maybe loot. There may be loot.
Try to get it done today and gone tomorrow.
Ideally, yes. We want to get Eleanor moving as soon as we can.
Okay, so just for your character's benefit, Tammy, it's a nice day and she gets lots of nice fresh air and sees lots of nice trees losing their leaves on the walk back up. And then you're back underground again in these horrible mines and in these horrible...
Hello, and Sneaky Nookout saying, yeah, it'd be nice to get some good solid rock above our heads.
Yeah, hello birds, hello trees, hello sky.
I think they owe you...
Remember that Kiara's most likely to be throwing darts while we're down here, guys.
Did you pick up the remaining darts, yeah?
Yes, I did. I got my 3 for my missed turns because I picked them up on each one. Yep. As of what I pulled out of the spider, is up to you.
Yeah, you had time. Well, you did leave, you left immediately, but you're back now. The spider corpse is still there. I've just taken it off the map for to tidy it up. But yeah, there's still a huge big spider corpse there.
Sweet. I'm gonna say that when we pass it, or if we pass it, I'll pick them up.
Okay. So yeah, you can get all 3 of those back because they were all in the spider, and you got all the other ones back because you took the time to pick them up. So that's fine. Just changing the music to something.
I'll warn everybody that the remaining passageway smelt very much of Carrion crawler.
You'd think there might be another one.
Hey guys, it's all yours. Where do you want to go?
Well, we saw 2 rust monsters, didn't we?
Back up to the top.
So we might find this one's mate.
So you're heading up this way. Was that your intention?
Well, try this entrance down in the bottom right-hand corner.
All right, okay. So let me get back to reveal area then. So that reveals another corridor for you. You still, the whole time you're down here, you still have that carrion crawler smell everywhere around here. You've got that carrion crawler smell. Now, I assume that while you're here, you want me making the rolls for detect traps, detect noise, move silently, and hide in shadows, yeah?
Still, yes, I want to do that.
Okay, I need to make the rolls in private, because you don't know if you succeed or not.
I mean, I'm hoping that I will not be alerting any other carrion crawlers to my presence.
Okay. Right, go ahead and move your character then suitably, and I will
Okay.
continue to reveal the map. You're still in the same 5x5 that you were in before.
Yeah.
No, I've got a problem with roll 20. Hopefully I'll be back in a moment.
No worries. So basically he's turned one corner, Trevor, and he's seen another corridor. Another corner, another corridor.
So I can get up to there the first round.
Okay. So I need to roll the...
Which takes me up to
I'm just going to roll these every round for you because I've got it copied to quickly paste it. It's nice and easy.
That's fine. Okay, second round.
Okay, I'll reveal that bit of map for you. Another corridor. Oh, you get to there, do you? Okay. I'll reveal that map for you. More corridors. Oh, you're going to there, are you? Okay, I'll reveal for you some more corridor. This is fun.
So let's just move me to that.
You would have seen that as well. That's another dead end. There you go.
Okay. Oh dear, this could be a room which might be a lair, so I shall just be very careful moving down to here.
Okay. You see another room like you saw before? Empty.
Okay. In that case, let's move to that corner.
Ah, right, okay. So here you see... I'll ping it on the map and while I'm describing what you see. So here... You see, like you saw earlier, like a cave-in. You see the walls all wrecked here? From a cave-in, like you saw before. Same kind of cave-in that you saw before.
So that was a corridor and it's collapsed? Or does it look like there is an access through there?
Well, there's definitely a wall which should be here and has been crushed by the cave-in. You can't tell if that wall opens into a corridor or if it was just a wall, but you can see that the wall's been crushed here.
Okay, well I shall move forward and just investigate there.
Okay, so roll the same rolls that you rolled for me before. That was a 1d10.
No idea whatsoever.
Got no idea what's going on with that.
In preparation, whilst we remember, I'll roll Darrow's D6s, even though he's not there yet.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll it, and then when you come past it, I'll tell you any information that's relevant, if it is relevant.
I think that's the first made and the second failed. I'll just look at the character sheet to confirm.
Yep. If you've made even one of them, you would know that it's a natural cave-in, like the one you saw before.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll give you that then, Stinky Nook.
Given Dwarven's sense of direction, etc., we can probably work out it's the same place.
With your... right, no, you've got to roll for it. One of your rolls is direction sense on the ground, isn't it?
Yeah, let's refresh.
Roll that then.
Where is...
It's in that same set of skills, I believe.
No, actually, there seems to be just approximate depth underground.
That's right, because direction sense underground is a non-weapon proficiency. But I'm going to say with your intelligence between you... Nah, forget Sneaking Out, because he dumbed the roll both times. I'm going to say that you can tell this is the other side of the same cave-in, Darrow. You can work it out when you get past it.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, obviously, as players, you can now see that from the map, but yeah, I'd say that you can, with your sense of underground direction and stonework and everything, you can work it out.
There Darrow is looking at it.
Okay. Still need to roll these dice here. 2, 3, 4. Remind me of your numbers, Stinky Nook. 80 for detect noise. Was that? Oh, she's going to there, so you'll see that corridor. This is fun. David, what's your rolls, your numbers? Remember, push to talk.
80 for move silently.
Yep.
60 for hide in shadows.
Yep.
And 55 for detect noise.
Okay. What about detect traps?
Detect traps is pitiful. That's 35.
Okay. Okay, the only thing that you get from those checks is the overwhelming smell of carrion. In fact, maybe it's getting a bit stronger. Yeah, it's definitely getting stronger. Moving people around. Alright, Stinky Nookie's off on his adventures again, scouting.
Here we go again.
Here we go again. I love this part.
Sneak, 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 he said, hopefully. And south. Another dead end coming up. Right, so I'm only going to get halfway up there.
Yep,
so
as you get to there though, the smell, I'll let you know that the smell of carrion is becoming overwhelmingly strong.
Okay, in that case I shall retreat back to everybody and tell them that I believe I've got carrion crawlers to the north. So, do the gentleman in the heavy armour wish to take the front?
Yes. And I suspect that we'll elbow Darrow out of the way.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Stinky Nook's told you that there's carrion crawl around the corner. You can quite obviously smell it. You're used to it by now. Stinky Nook especially knows that there's a carrion crawl around the corner. You can smell it. Whether it's aware of him or not, you don't know, but he's aware of it. So get yourself into the kind of marching order you want. You've got time to. Okay. So, yeah. So you want to move and throw your first dart. Now, we'll need to consider movement range here, because the first...
Yeah, hold on.
You need there. But we've got to take off 15 feet for getting past 3 companions, So that's fine. You can still get there and get your attack if you need to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Doing it, or is she holding action?
No, I'm doing it.
Where exactly do you want to move to then?
Hold on, I'll move my token just now.
Okay. Because I need to describe the room as you come round the corner.
Right, okay.
Because it's a bit interesting. Right, as you come round the corner, you see in front of you the now familiar sight of an attacking carrion crawler. What you see behind it and all around the rooms of the walls is something you've not seen before. You see, it's difficult to tell at first glance, but maybe 100 eggs. You don't know what kind of eggs they are. You've never seen eggs like this before in your life. But picture like the eggs in the movie, not Alien because they're in little pods, but picture like, you know, like giant spider spawn.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Loads of eggs dotted around the room. Big eggs. Like. And you see a carrion crawler bearing down on you. But yeah, you've got the range to attack it with no penalties.
Mm-hmm. That was then where they put the +1, but
now it's rearing up at you. So you can get the.
Fuck me.
No, that's not gonna hit it anyway. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna mark the
that's
armor
not
class. Cornaith, what's he doing?
Oh, is there anything Cornaith want to do?
I think Cornaith's waiting.
Cornaith's waiting, he's holding a spell.
Sninky
Nook is guarding the opposite direction.
Kiara, second dart. That's a hit. You do hit the under. You hit the underbelly because it's facing you. So, roll damage for that dart. So
is it large?
It is. I will double check. I'll need to double check. I believe it's medium. 2 seconds. I've got. Where have I got it? I've got speed 6, so medium must be medium.
Okay. Oh.
Oh. The dart sticks into the soft underbelly of the carrion crawler now. It makes its way towards you. It was already reared up and pointing its tentacles at you. Now it's going to make 8 attacks. This is the fun part.
No, it's not.
What's your armor class?
I don't know. Hold on.
Oh wait, I've got it. It's 3. So the first one's a hit. So roll a saving throw versus. Can you guys remember?
Is it breath?
It was a no. Give me a second. I'll just get up.
Poison.
Carrion crawler. Combat.
Paralyzation, poison, or
A save versus paralysation. Yeah, so make your first save versus paralysation. Success.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, so how many attacks have I made? 2. I need to continue making attacks. I've got 6 more to make. Nice save.
Thank you.
Oh, right, he misses. He's going to lose the rest of the tentacle attacks this round, okay?
Rose.
Because it's a critical miss. You've got unlucky Darrow.
Darrow had been going to hold, but some idiots just run past him.
The first.
Who was that?
Well, it wasn't Bert.
Well, I thought, the safe Bert was at the back.
So what's he doing?
You guys would come down here and kill shit, so.
Kiara Jenkins time.
Yeah.
You got lucky with that.
Oh. And I suspect he's going to find, because Kiara stood there, he can't get in with the axe.
No, with the spear he could.
So he's going to swap to the spear.
Yeah, I'll let you swap weapons and make an attack with the spear. Because you can attack from 1 rank behind.
Do you want to move Darrow's figure, Peter?
I'll get it. Let's zoom in a little bit. Zoom in for the combat. Oh, it's a hit.
AC 3.
Yeah, that is a hit. Give me damage on that. Oh, wow, okay. It had 9 hit points. You killed it.
Yay, Darrow.
You
I'm
see,
going to pull my
Kiara,
dart out of it.
you see, Kiara, if you hadn't got that 1 point of damage, Darrow wouldn't have been able to kill it.
That's correct. 'Cause it was 9 points exactly. That dart and that hit with the axe, that hit with the spear was just exactly enough. Nice roll, Darrow. Nice rolls, Peter.
You're lucky there, lass.
Is that you getting a row? Right, so in front of you, you've got a dead carrion crawler and 100 carrion crawler eggs.
I don't suppose they're worth anything, are they?
Well, they're not
That's-
equally-
Oh my god. Burn them. Kill them with fire.
Yeah, I think we better.
Oh, yes.
I don't have an image for it on the map, but you must like imagine like it's like all round all the walls of this room. Like this room's like, say, let me really even draw something. So
Could I cast web into that room and then we just burn it?
that's very clever.
I think it's probably too big for web, isn't it?
What, the room?
Nah, web's huge.
No, let me have a look. Right, okay, so we'll get that back up. Player's handbook.
I'm pretty sure.
But if we need web in earnest for something else.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody must have
Well,
some
you
hammers
guys-
and things.
You guys seem to be so keen to be down here all the time, and these corridors are so narrow that I can't use it in combat anyway.
The web spell covers a maximum area of 8 10 foot by 10 foot by 10 foot cubes. So it would fill this room. So
Yeah.
mass 40 feet high, 20 feet wide. Yep. Yeah, it would fill this room.
Yep, would. So yes, you can cast your web in here and then we can burn it. Good idea.
That's an
Sweet.
absolutely brilliant idea if you ask me.
Thanks.
So you want to just do
I
that?
just want this stuff dead, done, and I want to go and sit at the side of a river smelling some fresh air somewhere.
Alright, so you cast web.
Yep.
Right, take it off your character sheet then.
Yeah, I'm just going to click it now.
And somebody want to set fire to it? Now the web is highly flammable, so whereas the eggs might not have been, the web is going to be what it takes to make them burn. So if you do that, if you had tried to burn it, I would have said it was too soft, too wet and organic material and you would have had to do something else. I'd say casting the web first is enough to make them burn. So if somebody wants
Sweet.
to set fire to it... Remember,
Somebody must have a tinderbox.
I'd like to point out I've just quickly picked up both my darts
Okay.
before we did this.
Yep. Well, wait. Was one of them a mess?
One of them was a mess,
Right, so...
and one of them is stuck into it.
Yeah, so the one that was stuck into it you can get, but if anything that's a miss, I always make it a roll. Now, we can't roll 1d1, so roll any dice, and odds you get it, even you don't.
Okay.
Even you don't, so it's broken, it's unusable, so you get one back.
Okay,
The one
thank
that was
you.
stuck in the carrion crawler you get back, the other one's fucked.
Okay.
So somebody setting fire to the room then?
Who wants? Oh no, did we get rid of the torches? Because we gave him that spell?
Bert's obviously got a tinderbox because he had his torch and
Yeah.
lit it this time. So Bert's got a tinderbox, we can set fire to it. Sninky had a tinderbox. Unfortunately, it got blown up.
There you go.
Fair enough.
I'll just leave it there to remind us that that is the room that is the charred remains of carrion crawler eggs. Okay.
So are they fried or lightly broiled?
Eat
Poached?
them.
Are you brave enough? I think Sninky Nook's the kind of... You'd be the first to try it anyway, eh?
Yeah, I bet he would.
He's got the strongest
I know
stomach.
there's no good eating on carrion crawler eggs. They're horrible.
Yeah, I was going to say they eat dead things. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just looked at the screen. That looks so cool, that fire.
Yeah.
Let's get there.
I mean, baby
Yeah.
rats are quite good. You know, they're kind of a bit more tender than adult rats.
Now, bear with me. I might have a token for ashes. That might be even better for, like, you know, 1 round later when it's burnt away. Hang on.
Ashes to ashes.
It's fine. We'll leave it like that. That's fine. Leave it like that for now. We'll change it later. So,
I like it.
marching down this corridor. I'll do a little reveal for you there as you come to that corner. I guess I'll do that reveal for you as you get to there. Isn't this fun?
Back the way we came.
Yay.
Isn't this fun? I'll zoom in a little bit.
First time Stinky Nook's actually been able to do the job that he's trained for.
This is the Duke's actual job, yeah. I'm rolling dice for you.
Well, that's it, short of mining.
Oh, are we getting the racial insults going, guys? Are we?
Don't encourage him, otherwise he'll start doing that down here.
Right, so I get to there that
Dwarves,
round.
gnomes.
Next round.
Get ready to reveal for you. I'll just go do it because that's what you're going.
Right.
Everybody's
so,
catching up. Alright, so I've revealed that one for you. Okay, I can reveal that one within this
just get
round.
to the corner.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Right.
So every round I'm making these same rolls, so bear with me.
Who's that?
Done. Isn't this fun?
Oh dear. Another dead end.
I
A
like
completely dead end, or is there a passage that goes somewhere?
There's a passage that heads south, yes.
Right, so hang on, because I'll need to roll another turn if that's another movement.
It is another movement, yes.
Okay, so yeah, it comes back. But when you came down here, you would have saw further up here, like that, wouldn't you?
Is it a tunnel or a passageway?
That's back to natural cavern again, and if you notice, here, it broke again, broken wall. Where there would have been wall before here, it's gone. And this is back to the, you know, there's been a few spots like that. It's back to natural cavern.
Is this a dead end, or...?
You have to go up there and have a look.
Okay, fine.
Let me make the rolls for you.
Looks to me like it might actually dive underneath.
Oh, I've not got a reveal map on. Sorry. Right, you might have to hold up your 120 feet for me now.
Okay. 1 second.
120 feet in provision you have, isn't it?
Yep.
Alright, that's going to see all the way up, that's fine.
Kiara. Oh my god.
There you go.
Oh no.
Do you like it?
Oh yes, it's wonderful. Just the sort of thing Drow put down.
Now, let me read these. So, What's your detect traps?
Detect traps is only 35%.
Okay.
So prepare to be blown up, Sneaky Nook. Oops. Is that a room empty apart from a chest?
It's a room empty apart from a big looking chest.
It's a mimic. He says, paranoia coming to the front.
I do like a big chest.
Yes,
I like a big chest.
looks like a big mimic. In fact, compared with my size, that's a giant mimic.
It's huge. Huge
Yes.
big treasure chest, yeah.
Well, I shall call the rest of the party up to deal with this mimic, alright?
Okay. You're convinced this is the mimic, yeah.
Yes, and I shall kind of guard the corridor to the north
Uh,
while they deal with it.
do you think Bert's going to believe this suggestion it's a mimic and axe charge it?
What do we think? Guys, you know him as well as I do now.
He probably won't know what a mimic is. He's not an
He
adventurer.
doesn't know what a mimic is. He's not an adventurer. He's a soldier.
Yeah.
Promoted to the boss of the
So
town.
what mimic? You'll ask them.
Yeah, he will ask them, what's a mimic? All I see is a big chest that looks like it might actually be, we're going to take something away from this and it's going to be worth us having come here.
Can I suggest Darrow throws his spear at it from a distance? If it's a chest, it's a chest. If it isn't, spear might show it to be something else.
Okay.
Okay, stop there.
Didn't say move into the room and throw your spear.
Because, unfortunately, Sneaky Nook failed his detect traps check.
No, I didn't. I
You
knew
did.
the whole thing was a trap.
So, Darrow, I need you...
The fuck is this?
We're going into that room. I need you to roll falling damage. And it's 2d6 falling damage plus 2d4 from the spikes. Please, 2d6 plus 2d4. I'll let you roll it yourself because I'm nice to you.
It was a mimic pretending to be the floor.
2d6 plus 2d4. 14 damage from falling and from spikes. So you fall 20 feet onto some spikes, Darrow. And you take damage from them. And you're 20 foot down in a pit. The floor gave away under you.
Oh, sorry, boss.
Because I've been religiously rolling them. Anyone that's not in this game can see in Discord how many D100s I've rolled tonight. It's literally 50 D100s because I've been making every check. And as you went past there, you failed a detect traps check.
Well,
So-
it's not my main skill, is
So
it?
you can blame your scout for those wounds, Darrow.
Shall I throw you down a rope, boss?
I've just noticed that Bert was not on anything like full hit points.
No, he's not. Oh, they would have healed him up at the cleric, yeah, at the
That's
temple
what I
while we
was
were there.
about to ask.
Absolutely, they would have.
So what's his full hit points?
42. I've put it up for him. I'm not going to rescind all of you guys. I'm not going to say that you all retroactively did it because it's too much. But because they were doing spells on him anyway, we can easily say that they healed him to full hit points, yes.
So if a rope is thrown, then Darrow will climb up,
Okay,
and then he'll start healing himself.
okay.
Have rope.
Yeah, you have enough rope between you. Is there any do you need to make any kind of skill check to climb with a rope? You don't, not with a rope, eh?
I don't think so.
No, not with a rope, because you could basically
Well, you
hang
could-
on, and the rest of the guys could just pull. They've got
Well,
enough
the,
strength
yeah,
to
the
lift
bear
you
could
between
pull
them.
him out.
Yeah. They could always just lift you out if they wanted. So yeah, you don't have to worry about that. So yeah, you can get out, and you're going to heal yourself. Did you say?
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. Is that the first time I've hit you with a trap?
Mm-hmm.
I think it is. I had it hiding on the GM layer. The viewers could see it.
Darrow is therefore distracted whether other people are doing anything about the chest in the meantime.
I'll leave it with you guys.
Well, perhaps our skillful trap finder should go and check it for traps.
Ooh, somebody's throwing shade. There's been a lot of shade thrown around in between the party members tonight, actually. So who's going to go check it out? Who's checking out the mimic?
I'm firing an arrow at it.
You're going to fire an arrow at it?
Yeah.
Okay, bear with me a second.
Is a mimic just like an illusion?
Guys,
It's a
tell me
creature-
what a mimic is.
A mimic is a mutable monster. It kind of changes its form and pretends to be something else.
Mimics are
Ooh,
magically created creatures with a hard rock-like outer shell that protects their soft inner organs. Mimics can alter their form and their pigmentation. They use this talent to lure victims into close range where they attempt to feed on them. They usually appear in the form of treasure chests.
Ooh. Shapeshifters.
Yes.
So you fire an arrow at it.
Yep.
Nothing happens.
Assume it sticks in as though it were made of wood.
Yep.
There's always the possibility that it is a chest.
Hang on a second.
I shall check carefully for further traps.
Okay, let me roll that.
Probably failed miserably.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, so, bear with me a second. Right, so, now we need to be certain. Is you being wary of it being a mimic, is that Sninky Nook's knowledge or is that David's knowledge? Because it's going to depend if you get a surprise roll here or not. Does Sninky Nook know anything about them?
Sorry, yes. These are one of the creatures that Drow used to try and capture
Yeah.
gnome
Okay.
wares.
So
Leave them around as traps.
yeah, so it didn't fall for the arrow, but your suspicions were correct, and as soon as you go close to it, you see it transform. If you bear with me a second, I've got another token that'll swap out. So it transforms. Your suspicions were correct. I'm not going to make you roll surprise, even though it has like a minus. It gives you a -5. This monster does give you a -5 penalty to its victim surprise rolls, but you were wary of it. You were suspicious of a mimic. You were correct, and because it's character knowledge, not just player knowledge, I'm going to let you get away with it. It's not metagaming.
Okay, because despite it kind of pretending the arrow hadn't hurt it, the arrow did 5 damage.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
It's faking it because it wanted you to get closer before it, revealed its true form. But it still takes 5 damage from the arrow. So now we roll initiative for it and everybody.
Ooh.
I need to pull up its character sheet real fast. I need to hope that I fucking
I
made
knew
one.
the Drow were involved
Bloody
somehow.
Eh?
It's not just Dwerga down here, there's Drow down here as well, obviously.
Oh, you can't see it. It's behind my head. I'm going to have to shrink myself down a little bit on my stream for a little while, just because of where this is on the map.
I had to move my turn order and stuff to the other side as well.
Yeah, so I'll just shrink myself up, make myself small. Sorry, fans. I'll be back.
Sorry, could you add Cornaith? I didn't have him selected.
I can do.
Cornaith, he's 12.
Why does my stuff always say to the GM?
Because when you roll an initiative properly, it rolls to the GM.
Oh, okay.
It should-
I
it
should
should-
have been
yeah,
doing
it
it
should-
wrong
it
the
should do
whole
that, it should do
time.
No, the thing is, the people on my stream will see it. They'll see all those rolls because they're coming to me as the GM. But you don't
Yeah,
see
okay.
everybody else's ones. I see them all because I'm the GM, so the people on the stream see all these rolls, but you'll only see yours. If they're done right. Has everybody rolled initiative? We have, eh? What did you roll for, Tammy, for Kiara?
Darts.
Okay, I'm going to add 2 turns for you then.
Yeah, I got 4.
So you were on... Oh, nice. 6.
4, 6, and 8.
Yeah, nice roll.
Yeah.
Right, is that us?
Mm-hmm.
Kiara, you're first then.
Realistically, can I like get to here and throw over the? I can't. It's going to be unless I go way further up.
You're out of range, and you've still got a wall here as well, remember. There's a wall there, so it's partially covered.
Okay, I was like, yeah.
So if you look at
Fucking hold on,
your
so I've
line,
moved my token.
so the wall goes from
out.
there to there, so you've got that vision. So you've got... no, yeah, you can see it. You can see
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I moved. How? What
If
kind
you
of?
were there,
I will have.
but you've got penalties
What
on the
distance
range.
is that?
Yeah.
Like 30. Yeah, like 30 feet.
I'd be generous because it's a large creature. I'll say
Yeah.
I'll be generous and say you can get within the 20, so it's the -2 and not the -5.
Okay.
If you throw from there,
So
yeah. I've been very generous, but yeah,
You are. Thank you.
-10. Sorry, -2.
Oh. Although I took shots last week where you offered me like -9 and I still took them.
And you
So
had yeah, there was one of them was a -11 as well. That's because you were tumbling and doing backflips and stuff.
yeah.
It's armor class 5 or worse.
Uh-huh.
It's a hit. It doesn't have a great armor class, so it is a hit. So roll damage.
Is that a large
It's
creature
a large
though?
creature, yeah.
Okay. 2.
Now it's your next dart next
Mm-hmm.
because of the speed of them. So
Oh
you just
shit! What is it? Straight away. Hold on.
straight away, yeah, because you're on 6 and 8. You're on 4 and 6.
They were,
sorry.
they were sweet rolls actually. Then
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
better than I.
There's a
Oh
nice
shit!
initiative
-2.
roll. Aye, -2. That's a hit again though, so you can give me
Yes!
damage.
Just as well. Oh,
Getting those
come
distances.
on, guys! I'm pissed off. Like,
Nice.
yes.
Okay, Adam and Carr.
I think we hadn't rearranged the back of the party, and I think Antimacaar would actually have been at the entrance to the corridor.
Fair enough.
I'm not sure whether have I got enough movement to get in. Because I'd have to squeeze past various people, including Bert.
You're gonna have to go past 2 people.
Yeah.
Charlemagne was originally in here, by the way, like here, out the way, so that
Ah,
people
right,
could
okay,
get past him in
so
the
you're-
corridor.
Aye, okay, so you're only going past 1. Right, so you can get to there and still have an attack.
Mm-hmm.
So being the big soft generous DM I am, yeah, I'll say you're close enough to get an attack on it if you're there.
Thank you very much. Yes, I shall have an attack. I shall leap forward, leap into action, and
Go on.
see if I can let's make sure I'm got my token select. So I've got to move to about here, and roll a hit.
Yep.
Oh, just
That hits it, yeah?
Nice.
yes.
Nice
Whoa, that's more like it. Now, bear with me 2 seconds, I'm just reading something. So how many darts hit it, Kiara? Both of them, eh?
Both of them.
Yep, so I'm just checking in the rules here. So, those darts are stuck fast to the outside of it by some sort of natural glue, as is your sword, Andimakar.
Fuck.
It's off-putting.
Yeah, so as you hit it with your sword, yeah, you take a big chunk of damage out of it, but your sword is stuck. Now, let me just make sure I've got the rules correct. So, any creature or item that touches a mimic is held fast. I'm not reading that. It's meta. You don't need to know that.
I suppose it just feels as though it's penetrated its flesh and I can't pull it out again.
You do have an attempt. There are ways to break the glue, obviously, but you do have an attempt, and it is the open doors roll. Obviously not until your next turn. But at the moment, now, it's up to you whether you choose to hang on to the sword or not, I guess. Because you've stuck the sword into it, and you can't get it back. Do you let go, or are you going to attempt to pull it out? That's, I guess, for the next round.
Oh, yeah, I'll definitely attempt to pull it out.
Okay, Eleonora.
Eleanor, I think, will hold, which gives Cornaith a chance to move to somewhere where he's safer rather than being left on his own.
Okay, Kiara's third dart.
Let's go. Because it still takes damage, doesn't it?
Yeah, it still took damage from the ones that hit it, but they're stuck to it.
Yeah, he can fucking have them.
That's a hit. Another dart sticks to it. But sticks point in, it will do damage.
Good throwing.
Nice throwing.
Do you know, like a reliable 2 of these darts?
Yeah. Right, Slinky Nook. I believe it is your turn.
Okay, I shall attempt to
Stick it with the pointy end.
Yep.
That's a miss. But because that is 10 or less, it touches it, so your sword is now stuck. So you don't do any damage. You don't hit it as such, but you touch it enough that your sword gets stuck to the mimic. Gornaith. This is fun. Gornaith's moving.
I think Cornaith can get into the room.
He can, yeah.
In which case, he will get in there and get ready to cast a spell next time.
Okay. Now, the mimic is going to lash out with this big, massive, monstrous tongue of his. So, it lashes out with a pseudopod that inflicts blah blah blah. Okay, so I need to roll that damage first. I need to roll to hit first. Oh, this is fun. This is a fun monster. So roll to hit first.
Trap, that's what it is.
Oh, no, let's decide who it's rolling to hit first. So you've both stuck swords to it. But Andamakar, you damaged it. No, it's an intelligent monster. It's coming for you, Andamakar. It wants you. You may have both touched it with your swords, but Andamakar, you hurt it. So it's going to lash out at you. Oh my.
Ouch.
Oh my. For double damage.
Oh dear.
For 20 points of damage.
Ooh, that hurt.
That did hurt. Well, you have 21.
Yep.
Ooh.
Thank goodness for that extra 1 hit point I got
Okay,
to second
so-
level.
That's it. So, okay, so it doesn't stick you with the tongue. Right, the tongue is an attacking pseudopod. It doesn't stick you and try to pull you into its mouth. I was just double checking. Okay, so that is just 20 points of bludgeoning damage from its tongue. Okay, Stinky Nook, I believe you have a second attack with another sword, which is so you can do this. So your other hand, right?
Okay, here we go.
Oh, that's not going to hit it.
That misses.
Yeah,
as well.
that misses it though. That swipes the air because that's higher than 10, so that sword doesn't get stuck to it. That's a swing and a miss, that one.
Yep.
Bert.
Bert is going to be charging in, waving an axe.
Charging in, waving an axe, right? Roll dexterity check if he's charging in on this little thin bit of
Well-
thing next to the thing, right? So you don't mean charging, do you?
The
Yeah, okay. So he's coming in to attack with axe. That's fine. Bring him in.
Whoop. I moved Cornaith by mistake.
Okay, go for it. Good luck. That's a hit.
Thank goodness.
Now you better do a lot of damage because that's another weapon stuck to it. Can cut his attention with a knife here. Oh! So, didn't kill it, and another axe is stuck to it. Another weapon is stuck to the mimic. It sticks to its glue-like substance that's on the side of it. Charlemagne, it's his turn.
He's going to hold his action.
Darrow, I've got you on 14.
How far can he move? Let's see.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
You can do it. If you need to.
That we can kill it before we run out of weapons. I've got this spear, I suppose.
Finally found my way of getting rid of all those fancy weapons, eh?
Well,
Oh, that's a hit.
if we were thinking tactically, we'd just stick the rope to the lid and then throw it up into the pit and just bounce it up and down on the spikes.
Well, Darrow's hit it though, so let me see what kind of damage he does to that.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
So, 16 damage. Wait with me 1 second. So, Darrow, your axe totally splits this thing again. It's overkill because it had 1 hit point left. So, the mimic is no more. You've cracked it in half. That big tongue pseudopod thing of it split in half. It lies in pieces on the ground, but your weapons are all still stuck to it. So that's Andy Macar's sword, Darrow's axe, Bert's axe, and Stinky Nook's rapier. They're all stuck to its glue-like substance.
She's got quite a lot left.
Yep. She's going to cast a healing spell on Andy Macar. You're on 1 hit point, eh?
Yeah.
Oof. Critical hit on you and a double damage. That was serious, like.
That's the first round. Assuming nothing is happening in a hurry.
There's nothing
Well,
else happening.
I've got it open. The second round. You're still 10 down?
So that will be. So that's 11 off. So that will be. I'm on 12 out of 21. 9 down.
9 down. Why not?
Another 5.
She'll pause at this point, and I will knock 3-second level spells off her list.
Okay.
Right. So I think that's 17 I've got now, isn't it? Because I had 1, and that's 16 more. Thank you very much.
Ah, yeah.
You got your weapons back then.
I'll poke around the room and have a look down the pit and see if there's any signs of any loot.
Okay.
Dead bodies and things.
Alright, somebody roll me a D100 then.
I'll do it.
I'll say there's 50% chance there's something there, and then if there's something, we'll roll something. I like to roll random stuff.
I'm feeling the urge to throw this thing down the pit.
No, so it wasn't under 50, so there's nothing there. Crap roll, Tammy, there's nothing there. Alright, guys. That was the mimic. Hope you enjoyed it.
We just need to find where the drow are. Where there's mimics, there's drow.
We need an exit, guys.
Yeah, well, once we've killed the drow, we can leave.
I'm not going to stop moaning about that.
Can you moan more quietly? The drow have got good hearing.
Nope.
I don't want to leave until we actually find some real treasure.
You found 600 platinum pieces in that spider's nest. 600 platinum pieces. That's
Yeah, it's not to be sneezed at.
No. Hang on, I've got dice rolls to make for you in secret.
I foresee a long corridor in my future. Yes, which is blocked.
Yes, it's blocked.
So we need to turn around.
Well, I'm going to corridor. Sorry, I'm going to go down to the end of the corridor and see if there is any way through.
Who keeps pinging my thing away? Kiara away.
You're talking.
Yeah.
Where is she?
No, like I'll literally be in the middle of moving her and then somebody fucking pings her off to the side.
That wasn't me. I didn't even see her. Where is she?
Well, exactly.
Oh, I'll just put a new one on. So, I was thinking, roll me a 1d10 then. Right, so 3 times you've been to this same cave in, and 3 times you've not managed to work out that it's the same one. Some underground scout you are.
Darrow,
roll me a 1d6. Darrow, you already worked it out from the second time. No, that doesn't matter with that one. You had already worked it out. So this is the same cave in that you were at before. You're aware of that now.
Right.
there's mining tools, but if Bert's wanting everything shut off,
You do have mining tools.
Why don't we just go back where we were? This is a problem that's essentially solved itself, guys. There's a part of this is already caved in, so let's just go through the pre-done bit.
Yeah, I mean we're chasing some people who ran away. They can't have run through a pile of earth, could they?
No.
I think we can look to see if this looks recent cave in or not.
Doesn't look recent.
No, it's
So
not recent.
Sneaky Nook.
No, you've rolled that before. It's not a recent cave in. Natural, but not recent. I think it's just probably happened. It's likely it's happened just with the decaying of this place.
The drow are probably down that tunnel to the north.
Perhaps we should be following one of these outside tunnels, like perhaps the one where the Dwergar were trying to run to.
Isn't that the only outside tunnel there is?
The only one that doesn't come back round into the labyrinth is this one. So I'll ping you around the map, right? So you've got this one, but that comes back in. That's where the Dwergar ran away before, but that goes to here, which is just a wall. So that's the outside of the pit room. You've got this one down here, which comes back in there. Oh, there's the Kiara that got moved.
I've got doppelganger now.
Yep. And you've got that one, which was the spider web. So the only one that is unexplored is the top right.
Yeah, I said we should go down there, didn't I?
Where the drow have put it.
If it goes into the Underdark, it's just going to keep going and going and going. At some point, you've got to decide this is the point where you're closing it, where you stop.
Are you saying this to Bert?
Yes.
Bert says, right, okay then, let's go and have a look and see if that's the case. Because if we only have one exit now, if we only have one entrance and one exit, then we can consider shutting the place down. That's what he's looking for here. He wants the place cleared out. He just wants to know that if he shuts down the mine entrance at the front, then that's everything shut down. So you guys, you want to all move back up there then, right? I'll just move you all.
Hold up, what are we all deciding?
They were talking about the only unexplored bit is here. So
Yeah.
Darrow's talking to the sheriff about that, and he's saying, right, so we can go down this way and have a look, and if that is the only way up here, then we know where to shut it down. We know we can
Okay.
keep the seal on it.
Effectively, if this is just the only passage into this labyrinth, then closing off this passage, blowing it up, shuts the access in from the Underdark.
Okay.
Okay. I shall go to a point where there's no beyond where Darrow's run, and I will have a look for tracks and see if there are drow tracks as well as the dwerger tracks.
Okay, roll tracking. You definitely do find Durgar tracks.
But not the drow.
No,
Which way are the Durga attacks going?
both ways. In and out. Roll me another tracking proficiency check. Okay. That was for more information. You're not getting any more information than that.
No, I'm afraid the drow have hidden their tracks too well, Darrow. All I can see is the dwerger tracks.
They were flying.
The Durga are the main issue.
I look askance
Yeah.
at Darrow. No, they're not.
But I think let's just follow the passageway a while and see what we find.
Okay.
Okay, hang on here a second, and I will sneak a little bit further ahead.
Okay, so I'll describe the Slinky Nook. As you go down, further and further down, a winding cavern going down, it opens up into a circular cavernous space, almost structurally circular. In the centre of the room you see a mound of earth. On the walls you see murals. On one wall is a winter mural, so snow and ice, winter mountains, wolves, and then you've got an autumn mural with the leaves coming off the trees, a summer mural and a spring mural. So in the right order, they go spring, summer, autumn, winter, going round the four walls of the room. It's not walls, it's still round, but in like one quarter of the room, one quarter of the room, you've got murals. You can't tell if they're painted or engraved from the distance unless you go into this room. But yeah, you've got this, it opens up from a cavern into an open circular space with a little mound of dirt in the ground, and it looks like fresh dirt. You've got these murals around the walls, and then ahead of you there is a door. Not like a doorway, a door, an actual structural door in one of the walls, in the wall in front of you. So picture a round room in front of you. You're going in, it's round, and on the four walls you've got these murals. In the centre of the circle you've got a little mound of earth, and then on the far wall you've got a door.
Look up at the ceiling.
It's like not domed, like structurally, but it's that shape. It's a round dome-shaped room.
And is there an area above this little mound of earth where the earth could have fallen from? Either the roof looks unsafe, or there's a hole, or whatever.
You would need to go closer to look to be able to tell that. You need to go into the room to be able to look up, because you're seeing from looking towards this room. You're seeing into it. If you wanted to look up at the ceiling of this room, you would have to go into it.
I shall return to the party, describe what I've seen, and say it looks. It's not a simple room. It may have some sort of mystical, magical significance.
It sounds like a grave, almost, doesn't it? A mound of earth.
Do those paintings mean anything to you?
They don't mean anything to... well, correct me if I'm wrong, those murals are of above ground, because there are no seasons below ground.
Yes, they're
Yeah, right.
correct.
So therefore, it's something to do with you uppers here. It's nothing
Yeah.
to do with the Underdark, it's something to do with you uppers.
Yeah,
So it's outside my experience.
yeah.
It's not the drow.
So the description of the seasons doesn't mean anything to you, basically.
No, of course not.
So there's four pictures with
It's four pictures.
Yeah, murals on the walls.
Yes.
Natural seasonal scenes. So the trees, the seasons, the flowers, the weather.
no, you're using this strange word for him.
Maybe it's to make Kiara feel at home.
I mean, it shows these kind of tree-like things that you elves like, but in one of them there's none of those kind of green leafy things on. In another one they're kind of little ones, and the other two murals they're kind of full. So there's some difference between them, apart from that, they look similar.
I wonder with this mound of earth that is fresh, whether it's a fresh grave, but who the other than
know.
the didn't we take the head of we took the head of the necromancer with us, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know whether we solved these.
I think his body was still there when we returned, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was there and decaying, and you had
And the Durga corpse is presumably still here from when we were here.
You were here a few hours ago, yeah.
Well, do you uppers want to go and have a look at that room? Because it looks like your business, not mine. I mean, you keep complaining about trees, Kiara. Do you want to go and have a look at these ones?
Well, we should certainly go and have a look. I don't know whether we want to step inside this thing. It's another matter. Have a look from the doorway.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I forgot I was muted.
Oh, no problem. No problem. Half the time I've been forgetting.
So it'd be theatre of the mind if you go down. I don't have a map for it, but tell me what you want to do.
Well, I'll lead them down to the doorway. I mean, it's just an open entrance into this room,
yeah, so the entrance in isn't a doorway, it's just an entrance in. But on the opposite side, it is a doorway.
Yep.
Okay.
Is it a flat door or a curved door with the walls?
It's flat, it's built into the wall.
Okay. And is it masonry wall or just excavated stone?
Excavated stone with just like the masonry outside of a door, so you know the sides and the lintel and the base built into just a hole in the rock.
Okay.
So the very basic stone frame with a wooden door put into that.
Are there any sign of the Duergar tracks going in here? I assume they must go in here. There's nowhere else they could go.
Yeah, I mean Sneaky Nook was able to get that track, so he's on that track. So yes, they do come in and out of here.
Okay. Do you want me to check and see if they go to that door?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I suppose we better all go together, hadn't we?
No.
No, just you? Oh, okay. Okay.
I shall cautiously venture in.
Okay.
Looking at that heap of earth. Does it look as though it's come up or dropped down?
Okay, well, as you're looking at the mound of earth on the floor in front of you, a door closes behind you where there wasn't a door before.
Oops.
Fuck's sake.